here for upgrades.
Alright, this time I won't delete the live stream.
Yeah, because I tried listening to it.
A little bit of a gap now, you know, from session 2, but who cares?
It'll be this big mystery year from now. Cyberware. Oh my gosh, see now this makes me want to make the fucking Street Samurai. God damn it. Look at this shit.
What is he talking about?
What are you playing?
Shadowrun. Shaywash magnetic arm, originally designed for use in construction. Some features an industrial magnet. Passive: when incoming grenades target the user, they automatically fling back to their source. Nice. Why wouldn't you want that, right?
Yeah.
The Shadowrun
Wired
Complete Collection.
reflections.
It's only $10.
So pick one. He's only gonna play one. Complete collections.
It's only $10.
Auto
You're
loader
cheaper,
cyber arm.
You know what's cheaper?
$1.50.
Hey, you wanna know where surgery's dirt cheap?
Director's cut. I should get the director's cut, right? If I'm gonna get Shadowrun.
Steam sales.
It's Steam sale, so yeah, might as well, right?
Why?
Might as well, right?
So which Shadowrun?
We're missing. Hold on, I know we're missing Brajira. That's the #1 late guy, and then somebody else.
Silga.
Well, Woman's not actually here yet, so.
Let's see what Shadowrun really worth $1.50.
I'm not gonna be able to join on time. I'll be a few hours late at mostly 2, hopefully. If flight happens, my character will just be shooting arrows from afar, unless you just knock them out, and I'm gonna be keeping that orb thing to myself. I'm not gonna let anyone else hold it, so don't give it to that faggot ASMR. Okay.
I'm back. All I heard was faggot ASMR.
Nice.
Oh my god.
The joke is I actually wrote that, and the funny thing is he is the ASMR, so.
Yeah.
I thought he said he was going to be 2 hours late, and he's here. Look at that.
Actually, I can be here for like the first 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna leave. So.
Why you gotta do this to me?
I'm sorry. Hey, my weekend's fucking hectic, alright?
I don't feel like you're actually sorry.
We need to recruit someone else.
Alright.
I can get someone else.
You can just kill my character. Right?
What the fuck?
Well, you said you need to recruit someone else, so I'm like, okay, I guess I'm not back.
I'll just keep putting him in my bubble hut.
Yeah, we get to do stuff too. I mean,
What? Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you want to stick it in my butt. What? What? Ugh,
can
yuck.
just-
You're yuck.
It's took a left turn.
You're
Yeah.
yucky.
Yeah, that's weird. Like I said, I can just be here for the first 20 minutes. Maybe longer. I don't know how long the friends are gonna take, but yeah.
No, I have no idea. I just save my game and then we'll start. Boom, save, create new, because this game's fucking ridiculously hard.
Should we get it? Sit
Do you know
down.
how
Alright.
to make Google not do stuff when I press to talk?
No, I don't know why.
Do you have that issue?
No,
When
I use
press
Alt.
button
I use
3.
Alt to talk.
you could do that. You could just switch the
Hello,
button.
and welcome to our 4th session of the Wayward Brothers.
You recording?
We last left off where the party encountered some trolls on a bridge. Under a bridge, technically, but you get the gist. You all were almost about to die until some sort of a demon saved you. And in its place, after it left, was Wilvin, holding his sword as he collapsed to the ground. With that, you decided to continue pushing forward. Past the bridge, you went over the hills and ultimately set up for a camp for the night. However, you had that strange feeling that something or somebody was watching you. My question for you, Mr. Sherman, is do you remember the message you left or you sent to your girl? All right. I assume you all want me on roll 20, huh?
Wait, what?
What?
I really just prefer Tabletop Simulator.
Right?
Well,
you know, I blame the people who forced me on to roll 20, honestly.
we have to have something to have, to have consistent rolls. Gotta roll somewhere.
Tabletop Simulator.
Tabletop Simulator.
Then you never set up a server. You never did.
That and I have the roll bot and everything else. But anyways, it's not the point. Continuing on. Is it just me or is this bot way too fucking loud? Probably at 100. Right. Who set my backdrop to this demon? Damn it.
I can change it.
Literally
don't
the
touch.
only other GM in this game.
Hey, if it makes you feel better,
Don't make
I also...
fun of me.
I
As you
also
rest for the night, crickets chirping in the distance through the tall grass. A very clear sky. You can see the stars, the moon itself, through the purplish hue of your dome. Or actually, I believe you said red this time. Is that not correct?
Can somebody send Laval a invite to the Roll20?
I did at one point through his private messages.
Let me look.
Maybe not. I'll just resend it. It's fine.
I found it. I'm coming in.
Oh.
Nice.
That's not what I meant to send.
I think he's in the game. There's a new person in
I'm
the
here.
game we haven't seen. Yeah, he's in the game. It's all good.
All right, with that, as I rejoin, need to know who has the highest passive perception in the group.
Not me. I have a -1.
Not me.
I said passive, so saying
13.
giving me a negative number is definitely not a correct answer.
9.
There you go.
13.
All right. 17 wins, and I believe that is Moomley. Is that correct? Cousin Sherman, sorry, you weren't.
Having Discord issues at the moment, but
As you begin to hunt for mushrooms as you normally do each night, you get the strange feeling that you're being watched. As you look around, it's really hard to tell if there really is anything looking at you. But then you catch a glimpse of something on one of the neighboring hills nearby. If it hadn't have moved, or had you not moved, you wouldn't have realized it, as the stars seem to disappear behind this black silhouette, crouching on top of one of the hills, clearly investigating and looking at the party. Yes. Roughly from the dome, you are maybe 150 feet, not too terribly far. All right, go ahead and roll stealth at disadvantage. I'll do this because everybody wants me to do it. So as you begin to stalk down into the grass and press your way in the direction of this silhouette, it vanishes as if moving away from the hillside itself on the other side. All right. Cousin Sherman now returns to the group.
What's going on?
I already peed, right?
If you'd like to pee your pants currently, you may
No,
do
no, no.
so.
I already peed, right?
Sure.
Like last session. All right, cool. Then yeah, I'm still passed the fuck out.
Definitely. I make sure you, if you're not on watch, you stay inside the bubble.
As you return to your little spot of where you're picking mushrooms with more alertness now, you do notice that that silhouette has returned to the same spot. But as you gaze upon it and move your head a little bit, you do notice that there are now two. The silhouettes move for a little bit, but then you see one of them vanish, as if pulling back on the other side of the hill.
Yeah, sure.
Just turn into a giant frog and scare him away. We're all fine, and then I go back to sleep.
All right, show me where you saw him.
All right, as you move over to the mushroom path, he gestures with his hand, and you can see clearly what he's looking at. There is, in fact, a silhouette on a nearby hill overlooking you.
How far
Almost, it's on a neighboring hill half a mile away, but it's clearly looking
away?
at
My
you.
dark vision's not gonna work here.
You can see it. Again, open skies, full moon.
Oh, so it just looks like a round thing on top of the hill, or?
It's a silhouette of a person. Most definitely is somebody, as you see it move and arm sort of gestures as if this person is talking to somebody else.
Can I try and sneak around?
Go ahead and roll stealth.
Oh, you have to do roll. No, okay, sorry.
You guys actually should make character sheets.
Wow.
Making character sheets, you can do like random rolls easily just by clicking a button. Like I rolled a persuasion just like that.
Yeah, I literally signed up for D20 as we started this.
Okay.
That being said, As you begin to sneak, is that your roll? The D20 plus
Yeah.
6? As you begin to sneak towards their direction, maybe sort of lingering to try to get around them, you do notice that the figurine disappears as you almost make it 50 feet closer to it.
Can I go up to where they were standing now that I know they already sensed me? I don't care if I'm stealth.
It's going to take you about 10 minutes,
Wait,
unless you run.
wait. Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah, we'll both move up to it. That's fine. We'll go to run, since we already know they saw us.
All right. As you begin to climb up the hill, and just as you're reaching the peak of this hill, you see a little bit of white smoke. And as you reach the top, you can see a campfire on the other side of this hill, towards the bottom where it sort of curves and goes straight and whatnot. And you do see that there is a tent and a bedroll right next to this fire. But nobody is there.
Yeah, so can I look around and look at the footprints? Are they like human?
All right, go ahead and roll survival. As you look around, you do notice only a set of footprints. And you judge that this is where they were standing currently on top of the hill. And as you begin to try to track these footprints, you realize that they sort of vanish off, heading over to the right, northern direction. As if somebody who is very familiar with how to cover their tracks is currently trying to do so.
What do you make of this, cousin? I relay the information to him. Not particularly. Most people don't even know I'm gone. You don't want to take a closer look at the bedroll and tent? Alright, we'll head back and talk to the others.
As you head back, you do not notice anything out of the ordinary besides the camp that you've just left. Reaching your friend's red dome, you now enter it. And you see about maybe 2 of your friends sleeping currently. Milo, and I believe it was
Wilvin.
Wilvin. Guys are really getting into this session.
I'm sorry.
Wait, you're waking
I'm trying
people
to
up?
figure out D20. Roll 20.
Did you investigate the tents at all?
So like I was just thinking to himself for a second.
So we found footprints, but is anybody after any of you guys?
The only one I could think of is Wilvin. I mean,
He's still passed out.
He just turned into a demon, and who
I
knows
remain.
if there's like some really shadowy figures out here, they're most likely looking for him.
I remain silent.
So do we all want to go and we didn't go down and investigate their camp, but do you guys think we should?
I don't know. I think we should actually just stay in here. It's better that way. I think we should just stay in here. If we stay in here,
I mean, this is only a couple thousand miles from my home. Where I was from, anyway. I would like to doubt that there's anybody following me. But I can't be sure.
Do the figures reappear on the hill?
That is another perception check.
$18.
18. As you glance over your shoulder back in the direction, you do notice that there is one figure still standing.
If we want to try and find this guy, we can track him down, even though he seems to leave every time.
As you keep glancing over your shoulder back at him, you see that the silhouette is getting bigger and is progressing down the hill towards you.
Guys, he's coming towards us. I'll yell over my shoulder.
Can I see this happening?
As he gestures towards it, everybody can see it.
Okay.
Except for me. You know why? Because I had my train table up. I had my seat with full opposition.
So, I'm just gonna stay by.
Can I hail it? Is it close enough to hear my voice?
Potentially, yes.
So I'll say,
You're trying to sneak up on us, you're not doing a good job.
As you
Hello
yell
there.
this,
No, I said that. That was Wolfen. I was making a joke.
Yeah, no.
whoever said ahoy there, you see the silhouette lift its arm up and sort of wave at you as he progresses more and more close.
say, you come in peace?
He stops in place and gives a little bit of a bow.
Is it possible to insight check that?
Based off mannerisms, you could, but at disadvantage.
Can we actually see inside the hut? Are we in the hut?
Some people are in the hut. He can see me. I'm standing on top of a hill looking down at him walking towards us.
Oh, okay.
Alright, what was it? As you rolled.
I rolled a 7 and a 14. So
Not being able to see his face, it's really hard to see what this person's motives are.
okay. Yeah. So, well, if you come in peace, you can come closer.
And he progresses closer and closer. Roughly, he is about 500 feet of a distance, and you can now start to see an outlined face of what you think is human. You can definitely see facial hair. Not really able to discern what color it is in the night sky and the moonlight, but you do see that he has a sort of human-like complexion to his skin. And as he gets closer, you can now hear his voice. Hello there!
What business do you have?
Business? I was making camp over on the other side of the hill.
What are you doing in these parts?
Traveling. I'm on my way to Baldur's Gate.
So are we.
Can I see this guy talking at all?
He's progressing closer, and as he gets closer, you can now see a very finely trimmed goatee, if you will. And as the moonlight sort of flickers and he pulls his hood back to reveal himself, you see coned back black hair that matches with his goatee now, and very dark eyes, maybe brown or black. It's hard to tell from this distance, but he does look sincere in his movements. He's wearing very dark robes, but you think they might be brown. It's just because it's the middle of the night they look so dark.
So yeah, I thought I saw two shadows on the hill. Where's your friend?
My friend is a little... how do I say this? Not very social.
What makes you so social?
A different walk of life, I assume.
anybody else here with me, or is it just me talking with this guy?
It's just you, but everybody can hear this going on from the dome at this point.
Except for me.
Can I like stay within the dome but wave at the dude to see if he can actually notice if he sees anything?
So you want to wave inside the dome?
Yeah, I want to test something out. You know, like see if you can see through it.
You wave inside the dome, and
Nothing
there's no
happens.
reaction.
From him. All right, just making sure. No.
Cousin, are we related? He looks a little confused as you wander up to him and just plop about maybe 8 berries in his hands at this point. He looks down. Thank you, I suppose. And now that you can see him a little bit more clearly, now that you're point blank to him, you can tell that he's wearing traveler clothes. The robes around him are more or less for weather, per se, but they are slightly open, and you can see that there is a fine attire underneath them as you hand him the berries.
So not a necromancer.
Yeah, you don't really know. You don't really know.
Oh,
To me, this seems a little shady. I mean, it's like in the middle of the night. Some random dude just comes out.
Yeah, we did push over towards him first, but
I'm gonna stay within the hut, and I want to just look over his every movement.
That's invisible.
The hut's not, it's translucent inside, so you can see out, and people who try to see in only can see red.
Okay.
I'm gonna come bursting out of the dome and reach give him a handshake.
Which character is this?
The new guy.
The new guy.
We have a new guy.
No, this is normally talking. And
All right. So as you step out of the dome and reach for the man's hand, you shake it, though he does have to sort of bend down to really shake your hand correctly. And as you do this, you get a hint of familiarity from him.
Alright, guys, I gotta go.
See you, buddy.
I'll be back probably in a few hours.
And with that, we get Methador launching arrows. Pew, pew, pew. No, I'm kidding.
Persuasion check him. And basically it's gonna be along the lines of, so where are you from?
Okay. Asking this, he answers very readily. I am over from the east.
That's so. What
Yes.
province?
What providence? What? Do you mean which kingdom?
Sure.
Well, he clears his throat here and looks down at you. Well, I've been traveling for a very long distance. You see, I come from the Sunset Mountains. Just a
You're quite
quaint.
a ways from home.
Yes. It's the Whitewater territories, I'm afraid.
What brings you this way heading toward Baldur's Gate?
A business arrangement, if you will. Sort of personal. I cannot say too much.
I understand.
Trying to stay as far away. Well, yes. Like, as I said, we were making camp, and my friend noticed you guys nearby, and well, she got a little hesitant, and I took her warning, and we hid, and you guys did not invade our camp. So obviously, you are not the bandit type, and so I wanted to offer some hospitality. Is why I came over here.
Ah.
Oh, that's good.
Sorry. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Curtis.
Curtis, I'm Alien Methador. This is my friend.
Pleased to meet you, cousin. Totally forgot your name already. Yeah, call you cousin.
Curtis?
Pleased to meet you, cousin Curtis. I
Thank
am
you.
cousin Sherman.
Sherman. Very nice name. So anyways, as I said, I was bringing over some hospitality, and he opens his cloak and produces a flask. Some elven wine, perhaps?
I haven't done that stuff in ages.
The best of the Sanguini clan. He passes it over to you.
I'm afraid I don't have anything to offer back.
I have some pipe tobacco if you want some.
Pipe tobacco. May I ask what kind? As I get private messages of somebody who has returned.
I'm sorry, I'm playing with your guys' emotions right now. Just when I was about to leave, I was just told that what I was doing was canceled. So.
Nice.
What? Don't you play with my house?
I guess it's pretty convenient, I guess.
What kind of tobacco did you say that was?
It's from the Lizard Marsh, up north near Daggerford.
Oh, that's strong. I wouldn't mind having some.
I'll give you a whole pouch if you want, but as you said, it's pretty strong. Take it easy.
I'm actually just gonna stay in the hut if you didn't hear already, and I'm actually just gonna watch over this guy's every movement, watch everything he says.
He gave free drink.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were here for that part, but he gave free drink.
He gave me a bottle, a flask of the very nice elven wine.
Hey, someone with gifts can hide something behind their motives.
True.
The best poisons are often the most sweet.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at insight. That's why I'm just staying behind, and I want to just look at it.
Yeah. Are you good in investigating? Like to see if there's anything in the wine?
I'm more of a people person. even though I'm
shrink back in it.
Can I try to persuade him to reveal who this other person is?
You have to say what you're saying, and then I will dictate if that constitutes a roll, or if it's worded good enough, I just give it to you.
So as we sip some wine and smoke some tobacco, I will.
He pats the pipe, packing it in. Yes.
Curtis, you mentioned this other person. Who exactly are we talking about here?
Oh, my elven friend, and you see him look over his shoulder, and in the direction that he looks, if you peer over, you do see that same silhouette on the hill. Her name is Amora.
Can I insight to see if who this person is actually real?
I mean, no, because you see that silhouette moving.
Oh, well, hey, it can be a totally different being. You could just be lying that it's an elf.
Oh, if that's what you're trying to gauge, then sure.
Yeah, I wanted to see if he's lying, if it's an elf, or if he's actually like a fucking demon.
Well, I mean, that's nearly impossible, but sure. So, as you try to gauge insight on this man, never seen him before in his life, you don't know what his tells are, and as you look at him, you're very puzzled. You don't know if he's lying or if he's telling the truth in this case.
Okay, I'll just still stay in the hut.
I understand a group of travelers can intimidate some people, but if you're willing, we would very much like your elven friend.
Well, that's really up to her, and he looks back over his shoulder, and you see him raise his hand as if gesturing, come here, just waving his hand. You see the silhouette get taller, as if standing up from the hillside, but she is definitely unmoving, if it is, in fact, a she.
Well, I can understand that kind of skittish nature. I mean, I'm pretty shy too. You want some shrooms?
So just to clarify, are you guys all talking in the dark?
It's moonlit, so it's kind of,
It's like dimly lit.
Just saying, because that's a bit more uninviting.
Some people have dark vision.
Yeah, true. But dark vision doesn't allow for color.
I'll tell you what. Let's strike up a fire. It'll get my dulcimer. Gets a little bit of music going. All right.
That sounds lovely, as he takes out his flint and tinder kit and tries to start lighting his pipe.
So, what kind of elf she is?
She is a wood elf, I believe. Though her parents are of higher nature, high elves, I believe.
Perception.
Don't ask me. I don't really dabble in genetics, but oh, I see you've brought back your instrument. Very nice, very nice.
Yes, I play quite a lot.
Let's hear it.
I'll begin playing. Something smooth.
Yeah, they.
Like that? As you begin to play, go ahead and roll performance for me.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, that's good.
As you play, and he lights his pipe, he looks at you for a second. And with a wave of his hand, he almost begins to sort of follow the beat. Think of it as a composer waving one of his hands. That is a very, very nice song. I'm sorry, you'll have to forgive me. I haven't heard music in a very long time on my trip. I normally do not keep a bard with me, that is. He still just listens and follows your tune. Who has the highest passive perception?
17. Sherman.
Sherman, as you are listening and enjoying a little bit of sip of wine here and there, you do notice that silhouette in the distance is getting closer. Though she's trying to be stealthy, it seems that the music is sort of drawing her in.
I'll just quick glance over and then nudge Methador. Take a quick glance back.
She'll come in her own time, cousin.
Just making sure you're aware.
Oh.
So tell me, where are you gentlemen from?
I'm from deep in the northern forest zones. Kind of blurry. I'm not a big geologist or whatever the map people are called. Methador over here, he's a wanderer. Everyone here is really wanderers. We kind of collected up together in a band, and since then we've been
so you're all bards.
No, not that kind of best.
Just
Oh.
I'm consider himself a performer. Everyone has different stories, basically.
So you said you're from the woods to the north. Is that far north, like Lurkwood?
close to there, yeah, I would probably say that.
I do not envy the snow there, my friend. You were wise to come down south, that is for sure.
I'm from more north towards the equator. South area.
What is this equator you speak of?
Isn't the middle of the map the equator? That's not Ecuador.
What?
Are you from the edge of the world?
Yeah, the Earth is flat, and I'm from the edge.
This is not.
You
Earth.
climbed up, just climbed up from the abyss.
Okay, I take back saying equator. I'll say I'm from around Southwood and the marsh and Great Cloak Hills.
You're from the marsh. You're a marsh person then.
Tend to like the woods to the north of it.
Oh. I do not envy mosquitoes, my friend. It's good that you moved away from there.
I miss it sometimes.
Do you? Why is that?
Peace, tranquility, none of the business of the world, but
I mean, no offense, friend, but don't hags and witches live in marshes?
those are easy things to take care of.
Evil music. Evil music.
He looks at you for a second. What do you mean, easy?
Well, my job there was to protect the forest from all sorts of evils.
I see. Are you a ranger, my friend?
If you had any perception, you could tell that from my clothes.
I don't mean that kind of ranger. I mean the ranger of the woods. The this, sort of, the hairs on the back of your neck begin to rise.
Yeah. I don't quite know what you mean, sir.
I think it'd be best, and he looks back over his shoulder towards the silhouette. Now that's sort of closer, but still on that same hill, if Amuro did not come here. And he gets up from where he was sitting with his pipe. I thank you for your tobacco, friend, but...
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Did the ranger say something to offend you?
Not me, per se, but a friend of mine.
I'll look over at Methador and give him kind of a slap in the gut. Oh, come on, man. Why'd you gotta do that?
I meant no foul. Why would she be offended at me?
Well, if you are from where I think you are, then you would know that if I said the order, you would know exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
Watches you for a second.
Kind of look around at my friends and back at the tent and go, what does she have to do with the order?
She's part of the order.
What is she protecting?
Oh, my friend, she's not protecting. She's hunting.
Oh, Methador, you're gonna get killed. Oh, this is gonna be really cool to watch. And I kind of like going this relaxed.
It's gonna be really cool to watch as you just pop some popcorn on the fire and see.
I lean back. Now, don't worry, Methador. If you actually are about to get shot, I'll eat your face off. Don't worry about it. I lean back.
What is this conversation of eating people's faces? I'm very...
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm a druid. Pleased to meet you.
It just looks at you. You look like a farm boy more than a druid.
I've seen worse.
Just
What?
fold your arms and say, I take that as a compliment.
Well, thank you very much. I try to hide my druidy stuff as much as possible because most people don't like druids. They kind of scared of them, you know. So I like the farm boy appearance.
All right. Well, gentlemen.
If he walks away, I'm actually gonna stealth and try and follow him.
Who said they were going to do that?
Silicon here.
Silicon.
If
Nice.
he leaves. If he leaves.
He is. He looks like he's about to turn around.
Curtis,
You're free to... yes.
do you know who she hunts?
She doesn't really talk to me much about that. I mean, yes, I'd say we were good friends, but there are some things in her life that even she will not tell me. She just keeps mentioning that she has to hunt and bring honor back to her order.
Does she know if she one for words or more for the sword?
You can talk to her for sure, but to get a response from her might not be that easy.
True of most of us.
We're close to that place called the Field of Death, right? Or the Field of
You are
Dead.
right at the tip of the tradeway. After the bridge.
Right.
Now be careful, Curtis. You don't know what kind of crazy things are around here.
I've traveled as far west as I have and been just fine. I think I can make do.
Alrighty, give me a holler and I'll be bolting over there. I might look a little more fuzzier, but, you know.
Well, if I'm hollering, then I'm probably dead.
Before he leaves, I'd like to ask him, I guess, Curtis, would you inquire for me if she would meet at dawn?
Meet at dawn? What do you mean?
To talk.
I can't guarantee anything, but if you do wish to talk to her, I can tell her.
Yeah, I'll point to a ways between us, like in the valley of the hill. Between the hills. We can meet there. I'll be there at dawn if she's willing.
I will let her know.
Thank you. I bow and go back to the tent.
And that you do. He turns around, still smoking his pipe. He gives a wave and says, "It was very nice meeting you all, and thank you for the lovely song and tobacco."
Oh, absolutely. Good night.
And he begins to walk over towards that silhouette off in the distance. With that, it is night. You all rest, standing watch, 2 hours apart each, I believe is what you guys normally do. Nothing really happens eventful through the night. Occasional owl hoot nearby, some bats squeaking, but other than that, not too much. As the sun peaks over the horizon, you begin to stir and wake up. What do you do?
I want to go down to the valley, between the hills, and wait to see if she comes.
And this is Silicon.
No, this is Eloval. Aemir.
Methador?
Yeah. I'm going by my last name.
I will always call you by your last name.
Even though his name has only appeared as Aemir on Discord.
I'll change it.
No, you can do it. No, you can do whatever you want. I'm just still gonna say Methador. You can keep it out. It's just I don't know.
In all caps, Aemir.
It's because when you gave me your character story, honestly, you had Methador first, so I always thought that was your first name. So now it's just driven in my mind. That's your first name. Anyways,
Methador will go down.
the bubble disappears. Your campfire still burning a little bit, though it is smoldering at this point and about to go out if nobody puts any fire on it. You break away from the party and venture down into the valley. Go ahead and
I'll
roll
let them know
perception.
where I'm going.
Well, I believe your intentions were made clear during the night as well.
I'm past the fuck out still.
Long been below you. Not show your last.
You told me to roll something?
Perception.
Did that work?
Yeah,
It looks like it. Nat 20, so...
No, it's not.
Or no, that's a 15. It's 15, sorry. Alright, so... God damn it. God damn it.
Milo.
Mila wakes up and goes, "Oh, I'm not a plant!"
and pretends he's a plant.
Oh gosh, he's got a girl in the room. That's not good. Anyways, with your perception, as you walk down the valley and sort of begin to wait there, wondering when she'll come, you realize she's been here all along. You look over towards a nearby bush and you see the silhouette of somebody inside it. And as you stare at it, you finally hear one of the twigs snap and this head sort of pop out as she presses out of this bush. You see this elfin woman with blonde hair step out of the brush, her mouth covered in what looks like a cowl of some sort. And as she approaches you, you see that she is wearing black traveling clothes with black leather armor. Another distinct thing that you see on her is that there is a patch on her shoulder, maybe of a white leather of some sort, and it looks like it was seared with some sort of a symbol, this being that of what looks like a black fist.
Would I know what that is from the order?
That is not from your order.
Would I know about this from reading?
You ain't there.
Only I'm supposed to do that, I think.
Yes.
So hello, Amora.
She watches you, her green eyes sort of darting around, studying you. And she gives a slow nod.
Curtis told me you're hunting. I too am from the order.
She begins to walk towards you, but not directly. She begins to circle you and look you up and down. And once she makes one full pass around you, she looks at you, standing in front of you, and shakes her head no.
What do you mean no?
You can hear her sort of clearing her throat, but she doesn't say anything. She just shakes her head no again.
How long have you been away from the order?
She lets out what you believe to be a sigh, and she begins to remove her bandana, if you will, from around her face. And it takes every fiber in your being not to jump away from her as she does this. As you see a very long scar running from the side of her mouth down towards the left side of her neck. And as you look at her, she gestures towards her throat.
I understand. Curtis mentioned you're hunting. I assume you're not hunting me.
She looks at you for a second and slowly reaches a hand out and grabs your arm. She begins to look at your hand and your arm very meticulously. After several seconds, she actually starts to pull back your cloth as if she's looking for some sort of a mark on you. She pulls your sleeve back down and shakes her head no.
Do you know who I am?
She shakes her head no again.
All right. I guess I'm not gonna die today.
She takes her hands out in front of her and she begins to make a gesture. She spins her hands around in a form of a circle. Something that almost looks like a raindrop. And then she acts as if she's unsheathing a sword and then cuts through this drop as if she just made in front of her several times and then looks at you for a reaction.
I make no change. Are you looking for a symbol with a raindrop? That's what you're hunting?
She looks at you. She doesn't nod or shake her head, but her eyes squint. You see her reach up to grab her cloth that was covering her mouth, and she begins to slide it back up, covering almost just under her nose.
I think I have seen that mark.
One of her eyebrows twitches, as if she was trying not to really give any tells, but she's curious in this aspect.
Would you like to hear more?
And with that shitty Starship Troopers line, she nods her head.
Always back on the Tradeway, up by the Misty Forest. That's where I saw that, engraved on a tree.
She looks at you puzzled for a second and shakes her head no.
That's all I know about that mark.
She grabs your shoulders very quickly and abruptly. Not too hard, not like she's trying to disarm you or anything, but then she backs away from you, her hands still at the same level, and she begins to draw a person with her hands downward.
No, I don't know a person with that mark. I think my friends are missing me.
She lets out another sigh and just waves you off.
Yeah. I'll walk back to my friends.
All right.
Another time, Amora.
As you turn around to sort of say your goodbye, you look around and she is not there.
I'll go back. Is everybody awake?
I'm awake.
Yeah, I'm using Druidcraft to snuff out the fireplace and start like growing small trees and that out of the fire pit.
Wolven's still asleep.
Do I see Methador come back or whatever?
Methador is now returning from the valley towards you guys.
Well, greetings, cousin.
Kind of look towards him and goes, so, did your meeting go as planned?
Better and worse.
Oh. What'd you talk about?
Well, I don't think she's hunting me. But I do think I know who she is.
Oh, that's a shame.
Who might that be?
She drew a figure of a sword, water drop, and a person. And then she used the sword to cut through the water drop. Does that remind you of anybody?
I think it does. And I look towards Walden.
He's still sleeping, right?
Alrighty, I'm gonna give him another 10 minutes, guys, and I'll kick him awake. Good with that?
I think we should kick him away now.
Yeah, I think we should let him out now.
Someone's on the hunt for.
All right, hang on, let me do this. I think I got just the idea. I'll go over and I'll get one of my spicy shrooms, stick it in front of his nose, like smelling salts.
Though there's no such thing as a spicy shroom, you do have one that definitely is one of a discomfortable sort of smell to it. And as you bring it to his nose, he wakes up in a pure panic and swacking at his nose like.
Oh.
Welcome to the land of the living.
Morning, Sherman.
Here, this is actually really good for you. Give the shroom back to him. Go ahead, that's your morning meal. I think Moomley's got better stuff though, so enjoy.
So,
I eat it.
So did Methador tell us about anything besides just the watermark person and sword, or is that it?
That's all I told you about. I told you she's not hunting me. She's hunting something else. I think it might be Wilton. But I didn't tell. Wilton doesn't know I said that yet.
How long was I out?
10 days.
I
You've
cracked
been
my
out
neck.
for 10 days.
Oh shit! Did you carry me the whole way?
Yeah,
No,
it was
we're still in the
amazing.
same- No, we're still in the same spot.
Yeah, that's correct. We're in the same spot.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Living off the land for the past week, and so.
Oh, I gotta take another leak.
Nope. I think we need to talk.
What?
Are you being hunted?
I just looked forward to the door.
We were greeted last night by some other travelers 2 hills over. One of them is from my order. I met with her this morning, afraid that she might be hunting me. When she saw me, she had no reaction to me. She simply tried to relay that she's hunting somebody with the watermark, with a symbol of a water droplet, and some sort of sword.
Well, my symbol, as I take off my jacket to show you, it's not one water droplet. And it's a symbol of my monastery, so I highly doubt she's looking for me.
I only hope I wouldn't want to cross it.
I mean, I always wear my jacket as well, so if someone saw it...
We need to put a cloak on you, and you need to hide the sword.
My sword?
When he means by hide the sword, he means tuck it like deep in your clothes, you know, so no one can see it.
That's not even my sheath.
I thought it was.
No?
Is the sword in this sheath?
And the sword is nowhere in sight.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Where is your sword, Wilton?
Wilton, where's the sword?
Calm down. Like,
That's not good.
it's fine. It's kind of like a familiar. I can bring it back whenever I want.
That is amazing.
I
Thank
don't
you.
know how I would feel about that. That's...
Very
As he
interesting.
says this, he definitely does not look like the same person that you saw yesterday. He looks weaker. His muscle tone seems to have almost vanished.
Anyway, Moomley, you got one of those good berries? Oh.
It's not you.
Sherman makes this.
You gotta correct it.
I might have spam.
What?
Sherman makes them.
Oh, right. Sherman,
Oh, what do you need again?
you got any more good berries?
Oh, jeez. Let me see what I can rustle up here. Look in my bag for some more shrooms. I'm gonna try and give him some more of the protein-based ones I know are much healthier. Yeah, the problem with good berries, as I try to hand them to him, the problem with good berries is they're more or less like a delectable treat. I think you're in rough shape.
Let's change this song, shall we?
But don't worry, these don't cause any hallucinogenic problems for you. These are just nice, basic shrooms here.
I take it and I start eating it. As I say,
They do not
not
taste
just
good.
frame.
Imagine tasting raw chicken. That is what this tastes like.
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry about that. I almost forgot. They might taste a little better if cooked.
Oh God, 1 second.
Steamed, maybe. Those are also pretty
1
good.
second.
You see him take a step to the side and just.
Oh, jeez.
Sherman, are you sure that?
Let me see one more real quick.
Are you sure those mushrooms were poisons?
I'm completely certain. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I'm completely certain.
Let
I'm
me
good.
see it real quick. Give me one more.
Alright. I give him one more.
I use prestidigitation on it to make it taste delicious.
So who said they have a 16 passive perception?
I have 17.
17 wasn't. So as this commotion is going on, you're trying to help your friend. You realize as you look around that there is one too many people around you. And as you look around, you see that there is somebody sitting at this once campfire that doesn't belong here.
Oh, alright, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
As he starts counting out loud as he points at people, you notice that there is a black cloaked individual sitting by the old fire pit.
Is that guys?
I immediately take out my dagger and just go, who are you?
She turns towards you, her mouth still covered.
I don't know who she is. This is so
She's someone. She's the one
I
that
forgot her name already.
Great, I'm glad she had that much of an impact on everyone.
I think it was a moron.
To be fair, I was asleep.
No,
I recognize her as a Mora.
It is clearly a more.
Mora, what are you doing here?
Someone.
She just shrugs her shoulders and looks back into the fire pit that has this little baby tree that has started to grow out of it recently.
I sit next to her on the. Well, I sit across from her.
And this is Wilvin.
Yep.
She eyes you curiously, but looks back at the little tree that is currently growing.
Quick question. My brothers are not trusting me at the moment. Am I the one that you're hunting? Just to rest their easy minds.
She raises an eyebrow at this, and you see her eyes look at everyone who's staring at her, and then she looks back at you. She shakes her head no.
I take off my jacket and I point to the warden droplet on my the symbol on my back. Is this the symbol you're looking for?
As you do this, her eyes go wide, and she looks from the symbol of your jacket to your face. She instantly stands up, not brandishing any weapons, mind you.
I tell her, this is the symbol of my order, my monastery.
She begins to walk close to you. Slowly, of course. Do you stop her in any regards?
No, I have no reason why I should. Normally it's fine. I don't think I did anything wrong.
Now listen here, lady. We're just trying to have breakfast. Can we hold this off for like 2 minutes?
2 minutes. He might
This
be
is the
dead.
symbol of my monastery, their peaceful order. If there's a problem, I would like to know what it is. I don't want my monastery to be in a bad name.
She looks at you for a moment, and as soon as Moonley and Sherman sort of interrupt her with both rapier slash it's breakfast time, she gestures with her hand, almost as if she's scooping something, but towards her mouth.
Oh, are you hungry as well?
She nods a couple of times.
Guys, come on. Let's feed. Gentlemen here, let's feed the poor woman.
You,
not poor.
you got it.
I mean, no offense by that.
Resheathing my rapier.
I'm just gonna have my dagger in my offhand. Just,
So as you still have weapons drawn for some reason.
Silicon.
no, I
Silicon.
do.
Silicon, please put that away.
I just look for
Hey, Methador, you want to go and get some food? Cause I'm kind of tired of doing these good berries here.
No problem.
I just look towards Wolven and go, listen.
She's
I do
standing
not trust-
literally right in front of Wolven currently, and is
I
like
just look at
looking him
Wolven
up
and
and
go,
down.
I don't trust you right now, Wolven. Especially after that one incident.
What incident?
And I don't even know who this woman is.
Well, maybe to why,
I
but
feel a little bit more safe with a weapon at my side.
I am a monk. I would like to talk things out before if anything happens. If she has a problem with me, I would like to know.
That's a
If it's
good
problem with
policy.
And if it's a problem with my monastery, I want to definitely know.
I'll go forward for food.
She
go right ahead.
suddenly grabs your shoulders and
let her.
looks into your eyes, and then sort of looks down, and she moves her hands and she begins to almost as if search you.
I put my arms out to the side for her.
After she searches for a little bit, all the way down to your legs, you hear this sigh of a defeat. She looks back up at you and then starts to stand up, and she just hangs her head low.
I put my hand on her shoulder.
Sword.
It's all right.
Sword. She's looking for the sword.
Are you able to write?
She looks at you for a moment and then nods her head.
Would you be able to write out what you want to find? Who you're looking for?
I will
You
pull
cut
a
off.
scroll out.
Wolven, you cut off.
I ask her, could you write out what you're looking for? 'Cause if I can, I would like to assist you.
She nods faintly, but you can tell there's hesitance towards it. As you pull out your scroll and a quill, do you have ink, is the question.
I probably
use
don't.
charcoal from the fire.
That works.
Had it not been already kind of used to bring a tree about, I would agree with that.
Sorry about that. I love nature.
I just gesture forward and go, I believe I have a clue.
I give her, if you have a quill, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't have to go knocking at me. I'll just give it to her, and I'll sheathe my dagger. After this entire...
She, to get a better view of what's going on, begins to remove her hood, and you can see now her black, matted, mind you, but long, elven blonde hair. And she
Do I
sort
recognize
of
her?
brushes off to the side. Wilvin, please make a roll. History.
By the way, while that was going on, I was Methodor was foraging for food.
11?
She does not look familiar to you. Alright, foraging for food. Go ahead and make survival rolls on that, by the way. So, she takes the quill. She takes the piece of parchment. She begins to write down on it. As you look over her handwriting, or her shoulder, whatnot, you see that she is currently writing that she is part of a secret order that has a secret mission that she is unfortunately unable to tell you.
The standard.
That's fine,
No.
but what's that have to do with my order? Could you at least tell me that?
She hesitates for a second. She dips the quill back.
We're
into
eating
the
good
ink.
tonight. I know it's not
Right,
natural.
some more.
It'll light up.
I
Like for instance, see the
know
one that
not
Woven did.
what you're talking about is what she writes. I seek an object, not a person, not an organization.
And what is the object?
She doesn't. She stops writing at this point, and she shakes her head no.
That's fine.
Mind you, she still has the piece of cloth wrapped around her face, so you cannot see her lips.
Woven, mind coming over here for a second?
Sure, 1 second. Please excuse me.
As you sidestep around her and whatnot, you don't need to have high perception to see that there's a very familiar symbol on her shoulder.
What is it?
A black fist on a white backdrop.
It's familiar to me.
Mm-hmm.
How do I know that?
That was the same symbol of the people who attacked her monastery.
My eyes go wide.
Woven.
I stop.
Over here.
What is that symbol?
So you're asking her?
Yes.
She touches it as if making sure this is what you're talking about.
Yes. That.
and she draws a circle with her hand and begins to sort of just imitate
You
just
have
its
pen
pull.
and ink.
She forgets, and she reaches down and grabs it again. It is my order.
Your order attack my monastery.
She raises an eyebrow at this. Sorry? Question mark.
I bring out my sword into my hand.
You do what?
I summon my sword into my hand.
All right. Let's go down into the next channel, shall we?
Oh boy.
Oh man.
We're all
For
good.
people to kill all this.
She's a ranger, so she's probably a killer or like someone who hunts.
My order. Right. Whatever the case, she's here for that sword. She's not leaving without it.
Yeah.
You have to kill her.
I'm sitting right. Well, no, you're not. You don't have to kill her. You're out there.
Yeah, I can shoot from really far away.
True. Right. Oh man.
So what have I missed, guys?
We're all gonna die.
No. Someone who isn't us is gonna die.
Yeah. Well, some person showed up, some elf lady who has a big ass scar on her face or some shit and can't talk. Came. Apparently, Wolven recognizes the order she's a part of. Nothing really.
So this is the
Just-
Wolven campaign. Got it.
Just that we might have to kill someone.
Yeah.
You gonna go full like ninjutsu on them and murder everybody again?
Honestly, if it does, I'm letting you guys know right now. I'm actually gonna try and disable Wolven because that might be.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, Milo would assist you with that after what he saw on the bridge.
Cool.
She's from the order that attacked his monastery.
Oh yeah, he actually said that out loud.
But she's questioning it. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. So she might be
we don't
innocent.
know. Well, we don't know if she's actually.
Should have done an insight check.
Yeah. And then when they hit pause and Darth move.
It's kind of hard to incite someone who's writing something down.
True. Yeah.
And
You can tell the mannerisms and facial expressions, which she's what she talks with normally.
That's true. But never had. Didn't have.
But
to.
her sorry question mark is probably more of a.
Oh, wait.
Well, I mean that's just what we do. What do you want me to do?
Oh shit! If that's what it is, then I kind of want to kill her. Then we don't know.
Yeah.
Dude.
And all we know now is that Batman.
Level 6. I gotta have new shape change forms like crocodile.
Uh-oh. Yeah, sorry I wasn't there, guys. I'm not home right now, so it kind of sucks.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you the same thing.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. A bunch of my friends kidnapped me because I haven't gone out in like the last few weeks. So they're like, "You need to come out tonight." I'm like, "No, I don't want to. I have a game."
Like, nah, fuck off, man. Want to be here.
Was anybody else hurt in the accident?
The moose was. It was freaking totaled.
Holy cow! Hit a moose.
Yeah, dude, crushed the car and everything. It was great.
That's awful. What were you driving?
I wasn't driving. It was my friend's Civic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's rough.
Milo 1, Moose 0.
Oh, no.
Shit.
Was your buddy okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He walked away without a scratch.
Dang.
Fucking lucky him.
I know, right? He gets out. He's like, "Dude, are you all right?" I'm like, "I can't move my legs."
That's something you don't want to hear. That's something
I
you don't
think
want
I
to hear.
just scratched myself. I'm like, "Fuck you."
It's like, oh, I think I got a little scratch on my face. Oh, no, that's actually just some ketchup.
Dang, dude. Well, I'm glad you're all right.
That's way too long. That is way too long.
That's Wolven's intros. So, with that, in that split second of hesitation, you wishing to have your sword back, and you making another deal with the devil, the sword begins to emanate from your hand, slowly materializing and you see her eyes go wide before you.
As this is happening, I want to try and subdue Woven.
Narrate it. How are you subduing him?
As I see him re-summon the sword, I'm just gonna I'm going to just like I'm gonna try and tackle him to the ground.
I will by casting Hold Person.
Oh, well, at that.
Hold Person will go off first, as it is a ranged attack versus somebody trying to do
counterspell.
melee.
Reaction counterspell.
I'm tackling him to the ground then. And then as I'm running at him, I want to do it.
Alright, so go ahead and just make a melee attack then, and see if it hits his AC.
Trying to think how I voice this. I'm about to turn into a giant constrictor snake.
Your strength.
I'm gonna wrap him tight. He's not moving.
Like a contested.
You're like.
No, if it's a trip attack, he's foregoing damage to try to knock you prone. It's a trip attack. So he just has to beat your AC.
And it does.
Alright, so as you knock him prone, this woman is now terrified, and you see her reaching for a weapon and is stepping backwards.
I Misty stepped behind her.
Meth is out gathering food.
Meanwhile, Meth is out gathering food.
I'm just like trying to tackle him.
As I do this, I say, "What did you do to my monastery?"
I am turning into a giant constrictor snake. I go, Woven, I didn't want to do this to you.
She is currently just bumps into you as you whisper this in her ears, and just she lets out almost this gasp if a mute woman could let out sort of a noise like that. More or less, it's an imitation as she turns around and begins to brandish this dagger as if, get the fuck away from me. I'm just trying to back away from you.
I rip off her scarf, mask, whatever that is.
As you do.
Fireball.
Alright, calm down. Let me narrate what's happening. So now a constrictor snake has now erupted.
Fireball.
And begins to... I have to do this in order. You're the last one to yell anything, so hold on. This giant constrictor snake all of a sudden appears where Sherman is. It goes elongated and more elongated, the clothes sort of melding in to this scaly-like skin, and it begins to slither towards you very quickly. At the same time, as she tries to pull away from you, you rip off her scarf, if you will. It's not really a scarf, it's more of a bandana-like mask, and as you rip it off, you see this giant cut down to her left side of her mouth all the way down to her neck. A very big scar that looked like it took a very long time to heal. Her eyes are wide with fear. And in this, Milo suddenly stands up and goes, "I'm not a tree! Fireball!" Where are you centering the fireball?
I would. Okay, so give me a quick layout of where everybody is.
Oh, everybody's like at least within 10 feet of each other. Everybody's like really antsy trying to grab each other.
You're gonna kill us all right now.
Alright, so I'm gonna save you guys. I'm gonna blow another sorcery point to do careful spell, which means everybody in my party gets automatic save.
So you're launching it on the woman then, dead center.
Dead center on the woman and whatever is attacking the party.
Don't it?
Whoa, hold on.
I need information.
I'm not saving Woven. He does not get the save.
There we go. I like that.
All right.
He'll have to roll.
Okay, so you're killing the woman too, or no?
Hitting. You're
gonna put him unconscious because I don't trust him.
I'm talking about the woman.
Unconscious. Yeah, he said so. He can only do it for party members.
Oh shit. Oh, bye.
Well,
all right.
It's any creatures. It's up to 6 creatures that I choose.
So Woven and
this is a dex save, correct?
Yes, it is a dex save. The DC is 16.
Where's it?
Damn.
Where is it?
She too good.
Charm person, first level, I can boost it to gain more people.
Alright, so I have somebody, it's a double fireball because I cast it as a bonus action with quicken spell.
Are you able to burn? Are you able to burn that many sorcery points in that?
You can't. You have to do one or the other.
3, 5. So yeah.
No, you have to.
I think you can only do one like sorcery action per turn. In combat.
I thought it was as many as you had points for.
No, there's like a feat or something for that.
Yeah, I don't think you can just spend all your sorcery points at once.
I think it's either. I think it's I think it's like the magic, meta magic subclass that allows you to do that. And even then, I believe it's also once you cast a spell, you can cast another cantrip or something like that.
No, it's any spell. I get to
All right,
cast
please
a
make the
spell.
save.
Well, to do. And as I make the save, can I go ahead and do something?
Well, what are you doing?
I want to cast Shadowhound on her.
What does that do exactly?
It allows me to.
It marks her, right?
It basically marks her. Yeah.
Okay. So as you do this, you're going to be taking most of the damage here because you didn't pass the save.
No, I did not.
She gets a 20, and she is in fact a rogue, so she instantly just cartwheels out of the way of this fireball as it lands right next to her, dodging all the flames. Though they don't seem to hit the rest of the party members in this instance. Wilvin, you're taking the damage. Please roll it in the damage in roll 20 for me, Bashira.
It's like the same command in the bot command in the.
I'm not home. You have to roll it for me.
Oh.
What is
I
it?
can do
It's
I can
like
do it.
5d8.
No, it's
It's 12d6.
I can do it right now. I'm doing it.
31
Did you say
damage
12?
to Wilvin.
Wait, you said fireball.
Yeah, it's 2 fireballs.
No,
Oh,
only
wait.
one.
Only one. Okay, so then it's 66 or what?
Should be
Yeah, it would be
8d6 if it's a
66.
fireball. Yeah, it should be 8d6 if it's a fireball.
Ah, it's 28.
Oh.
28. Wilvin, what is your current HP after taking 28 damage?
Let's see. 23.
You sure?
Yeah, because I was at full health.
All right. So, as you take a brunt of this fireball, now being bloodied, you see her cartwheeling away and begin to start to dash away. We will now roll initiative since we are technically in combat. So please, roll initiative.
You have to have
Yes!
the initiative thing up.
Oh.
You have to click your token and then add click initiative.
What?
He's
Drag your
showing
token
people
out.
how to do it quick.
Yeah, drag your token out. The
Well, actually, you know what? Just write it down because they don't actually have. They actually don't have.
I've
They
been
all have
writing it down.
tokens,
Don't worry
yeah.
about it.
they all have tokens. I gave them to them during this whole time.
Yeah, but they don't have sheets. Well, they don't. Have
I made all of them.
Sheets.
I made all of them.
Don't worry about it. Just roll so I can write it down. 7 is Will.
I mean, they haven't like
13.
they haven't created it as in like put in their stats and all that shit.
They did.
And then once I have the token out there, how do I roll?
You click your token, then click initiative on your character sheet.
Oh.
Why is my doing this? Why am I token?
Nah, forget about it.
This whole thing.
There it is.
So
7 as well.
I don't have Milo's, I don't think. So, do you
Uh,
remember what your niche score is? I'll do it for you.
He's not here.
Like, in Discord at all?
Nah, he had to leave.
Alright, we'll just have him be a bystander. No, he's going to be blasting. He wants to knock you out, for sure. So, first up is the rogue. So she gets 30 feet away after cartwheeling away from this thing and just goes into
Is
dead
it the
sprint,
rogue?
just running away. She is now 60 feet away from anybody.
Don't forget, she also feels terror right now.
She is terrified regardless if you caught
I got 20.
or not. Yes, you're next.
And there's
Oh,
Reserve. What the fuck?
Alright. Zendorf.
I am slithering up to Woven, and I'm going to use Constrict.
Alright, so that is should be on your character sheet somewhere. I believe it's an attack roll, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's his strength, maybe?
Yeah, it's a jet attack roll.
Look
Okay.
at the monster manual. It should have like specific.
I have it currently sitting in front of me.
It's 25, and then he has to make a strength save, right?
Nope. I deal 2d8 plus 4 bludgeoning, and he is grappled.
Alright, go ahead and roll
Automatic.
the damage.
Range. I need 30 feet to charm her. She's at 60 feet.
What the fray, dude?
What's the character's name again? Can you give me the name?
It's Sherman. Sherman's the snake.
The character of the woman that.
Oh, Amora.
Get to.
I have a picture for you too, if you want it.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, give it to me. With the name.
Who is this? Monkeyfish, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
That's 12 bludgeoning.
Is she on there or no?
I just don't have the scar on her mouth, but yeah, that's her.
Okay.
Do I have a token and a picture on the screen at the moment?
Everybody should have a token.
I think the picture is
on the demon's face. Damn it.
the
Just
picture
give me the. Yeah, just give me the spelling of her.
All right, you take 12 damage there, Monkeyfish. There's a apostrophe somewhere in there. Have fun with it. Next up is Moomly.
Yes. You're
How
up.
far is she from me?
60 feet.
That stinks.
I
would be casting charm person, level 1 on Wilvin.
All right, so
Wilvin
Wilvin.
save for 14.
14? Gotta buff that, man.
That's 8 plus 6, man.
Sure, 1 second.
I have 15. right now.
Survival? Wait, you said survival?
No, so you said survive a wisdom save of 14.
Oh, okay.
And you did not. You are now charmed. You feel your anger leave your body. And you just sit there as the snake is coiling and constricting around.
Well, quick question. If I'm charmed and someone makes an attack roll against me...
Well,
doesn't
the
that
attack
break
happened.
the charm?
The attack happened before the charm.
Any
Unfortunately,
damage beyond this point, you will no longer be charmed.
Okay.
it is
Now
now
say-
the assassin's
Say on your
turn.
turn.
Silicon.
Say on your turn.
Okay.
Don't want to attack him.
I notice Wolven just be like pacified or whatever.
You can't tell with the snake currently
Say
wrapping
it out
itself
loud
around
now.
him.
Okay.
Everyone, nobody attack him.
There you go.
Okay, I can hear.
As he's just playing his instrument, he's like, nobody attack him. He's under my spell.
Is this oh wait, it's still Wolven's turn.
I will use any movement I have to go closer to the girl who's running off.
Okay, so you're 30 feet away from the group, and then 30 feet away from her.
Yes.
All right.
I get 25 feet movement though.
25 then. Sorry. So it's 25 from the group and 35 from her. I got to replay the music. Next up is going to be Silicon.
Alright,
Oops, I sent that to the wrong thing.
So I kind of noticed that, like, well, Wolven's being constricted by a giant snake right now. I can kind of tell, like, alright, he's being subdued. I'm actually going to use my full movement and bonus action dash to get right up to him. And then I am going to... I'm gonna try and grapple her.
All right. So that is a contested strength roll. You are actually trying to make it so that she can't move.
As I'm trying to, I'm just saying, hold on, we need to talk this out.
So she instantly turns around, hearing your voice as you go to grapple her. She's now wielding a dagger, and she sort of waves it around, trying to get you to keep away from her. You see an opening, and you just bum rush and charge her to grapple her. You wrap your arms around her, and let's see if it works. So go ahead and roll your strength. Definitely doesn't, as she instantly lifts up a knee and sort of knocks the wind out of you. No damage per se, but you let go of her instantly, and she is definitely about to continue running at this point.
I just say, hold on.
And
No, my
next,
friend's in the wrong. Shit. And am I prone or am I just hit?
no, she hit you to get so you wouldn't grab her.
Okay, well, I'm still within her vicinity.
Yep. So then now would be Milo's turn, if he is able to comprehend what is going on right now.
Give me a quick fill-in, sorry.
They have started to subdue Wilvin by constricting him and cast charm on him. The girl is trying to run away. And you see that the Aasimar tries to pretty much grab her around her waist to sort of grapple her, and she just kneed him in the chest and got him to pretty much knock the wind out of him to make him not grab her, and is still running.
Side question, Sherman, what color is your direwolf form? White fur or black?
He's not
I am a giant constrictor snake.
No, I'm talking about when you are.
I thought it was black from what he said.
Yeah, it's black.
Okay. I'm making tokens in the meantime.
I probably won't be using dire wolf form.
Alright, Milo.
I'm
in case you
Milo.
do.
What does she look like? Is she an elf or a human or?
She is clearly elven. Long ears.
Fuck.
Boop, back up.
It is the fear of her life that is making her run right now.
I'm gonna cast suggestion on her. I know it's not gonna do much good, but I'm gonna try.
And what is the word? Or am I thinking command?
Yeah, you're thinking
friends.
command.
Okay, what is the phrase?
Stop. We are friends.
What is the save?
16 charisma save.
Please fail.
Please fail.
No, I'm kidding.
He said wisdom save.
She said charisma.
Oh my god! This is my second fucking nat 20.
Well, he said charisma, not wisdom.
Oh, well, it would have been a +0. Doesn't matter. She's not beautiful, but it's still a nat 20, so 20 is 20.
Fuck.
And she just still looks like she's going to keep running at this point. Next up will be a contested... Wilvin, I believe you're going first, or... Well, Wilvin and Methador, you both are tied. Who has the highest dex?
I have 16.
They actually have the same dex.
I figure out how to look my sheet again.
Then it's going to go with the first person who rolled, which is Wilvin.
My dex is
That's
17.
Nope,
Actually,
it's
too.
Meth. It's Meth.
Yeah.
Meth head's got it.
Method's got it. That dex still. Alright, I want to cast as a bonus action a spell. I'm figuring out how to do it in a second.
Are you a giant constrictor snake?
Yeah, boy.
Ensnaring Strike, 1 bonus action. Concentrate up to 1 minute, so next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, a withering massive thorny vine,
Do you see a giant green
make a strength
number
save.
10?
Yeah, you can do that. So you cast that, and then you begin to
Yes, you do.
pull out your bow and arrow and take aim.
Yep.
Your size?
I'm huge.
How do I attack?
You roll a d20, add.
I didn't know
Attack
what
modifier.
I could click on.
I'm pretty sure it is. But if you don't know, just do the simple command.
That's a +8. Sorry. Whoever made the sheet.
So it should be a 15?
Hold on.
The first one should have been a 15 then, total.
Yes.
It does unfortunately not hit her, as it soars right past her.
Okay.
And she turns around to see where it came from, her eyes wide, and she's just running.
Do we have a second attack at level 6?
If you're a ranger, I believe you do.
Okay, yeah. I'll attack it again.
I know rogues don't get a second attack ever.
Unless you take a certain
Multi-class, I know.
class, but I no reason to.
Go ahead and roll for the second.
So I don't know how to change +6 to +6.
Don't worry, we can do math. It's just 2 more on top. That's surely a miss. As that other one, she kind of sees it coming and dunks under it in her mid-stride as she's running away.
I like when Darth plays you better.
Next up will be Wilson. Last but not least.
Do I have to make a wisdom saving throw?
Check charm.
Or does that charm last until the spell
It lasts 1 minute.
Alright, well then I can't do anything for 10 turns.
Alright, so
Unless you're allowing me to get out of this bind.
If she gets 30 more feet away,
Not my turn right now.
I'll charm him.
Which
chain link
I
charm.
think the bind is still technically hostile action.
You can do
You're
one.
already bounded,
Well,
though.
you're not taking damage.
Yeah, it's only damage is what the
You
spell
just
does.
grappled.
Alright.
Alright, and with that, I need everybody who's around Wilvin to make dex saves, as a massive fireball in the middle of nowhere rains down on the party. That will be Wilvin, that will be Sherman, that will be Moomley, and Methador, but not Siligon. Oh, and what's his face who can't roll.
Oh, this is Majeur's fireball.
Alright, so those of you who have gotten over a 14 take half damage.
Did you say make a dexterity
Dex
saving
save.
throw? 17.
Alright, so those who did not succeed over a 14, you're taking 26 damage as this fireball lands in the middle of the group. As you look in the direction of where it came from after taking the damage, you can see the person you know as Curtis is off in the distance, yelling some arcane words as this fireball has smacked in the dead center of camp.
Ouch.
Bajira, Milo has how much health? Is he not here?
I think he's.
It should be on the character sheet.
I'll look.
Should be like 40 something.
Oh, Milo's dead. Oh my god. No, I'm kidding. 37. Alright, so.
So does that make my charm?
Potentially does.
Oh, sweet.
Well, I mean, actually, how much health do you have?
Yeah, that knocked you out. That knocked
I'm
you
at
out.
10.
Action.
No,
can I
no,
count
you were at 32, and then you got hit by a...
Minus... No. Let me go and double check. Because I'm literally just using the token for the map.
Actually,
so...
does he have disadvantage on dex saves because he's technically grappled? Or does he actually just automatically fail?
Yeah, that's true.
Because like you can't really jump out of the way when someone's holding you.
I don't know. I've never had this question come up.
Yeah, hang on. He's grappled. Let me look.
If you're grappled, it's an automatic fail on any dex saves.
Oh, okay.
By the way,
Yeah,
the
I'm
constrictor,
out.
the constrictor is huge. That's the size.
Yeah, he's actually.
All right.
That's large.
Woven is unconscious currently. And for this person's movement, you see them running towards Mora. And with that, top of the initiative, Mora is going to run 60 feet away while disengaging Mr. Got Kneed in the Chest man.
I'm actually letting it happen.
That is the end of her turn. She's roughly 30 feet from Curtis at this point. Next up is Sherman.
Alrighty. Well, he's limp in my grasp now, right?
Yep.
Alright, I let him go, or I'll because I'm grappling him, I'll drag him towards like a safe area behind a tree, and I'll let go with the grapple.
Okay. You are now prone on the ground, so when it is your turn, you will make your death saving throw, Woven.
I'm knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, we know. So now it is Moonley's turn.
I will. Let's see. How many? Forget my spell slots. Give me a second. I'm gonna use a 3rd level spell slot and heal myself. Combat, wild shape. Heal myself for 3d8.
Okay. That is a very good call. Now it will be Moonley's turn.
How far from me is she?
From you, Moonley, she is now 90 feet. No, higher. 120. Sorry. 60 plus 60 is 120.
But she's 120 feet away.
Stop
I thought you
being
said. I thought you said that she disengaged and then ran 60. Oh wait, no, he's
Her regular action to dash.
yeah, that's full 60.
And where is Curtis?
Roughly 150 away from you.
Goodness gracious.
Right? This shit show.
I will move
happens when
my
I start
max
fighting?
distance possible toward her.
She didn't even fucking do anything.
Yeah, dude.
Anyways.
I did not start fighting this. I just want to
Get
point that
dash
out.
action toward her.
You're doing what towards her?
Dash action, so 50 feet.
Okay, so roughly, what is that? 70 feet away from her? Alright, we
Toward
need
her? So I moved 25. What does a dash action get me?
another 25. So 50 altogether, so you're 70 feet away from her.
Yeah. And that's all I can do.
Why do I have a
Have
sound
nothing
file
with the
called
range.
Kill Me? I have to play this. Hold on.
This is my first
Oh my god, that's... Nope. I remember that.
Please,
now.
no. Don't.
This is an eHarmony video.
Okay, so whose turn is it now?
All right. So you're 70 feet away. Are you casting a spell?
I got nothing with that kind of range. I'm good for now.
All right. Giving inspiration to anybody?
Who do I got here? Silicon. I'm handing it off to Silicon. D8.
All right, Silicon, you have a D8 on your next roll if you wish to use it. Silicon, it happens to be your turn.
Okay, I'm actually just gonna use my bonus action to dash. I'm actually gonna get like 10 feet away, like 10 or 5 feet away from her, not like dashing at her, like towards Curtis and Amora. And I'm just gonna put my. Well, as I'm doing this, I yell back to Alamir and goes, "Stop shooting at Amora, you idiots! Just make sure Wilvin is just knocked the fuck out." And I'm just running towards Amora and Curtis, and I just put my hands up in the air and go, "Stop! Stop! Stop! Listen, I'm completely sorry for what is happening here. My friend, Wolven, he's
6 seconds is over. All right, next up.
I wanted to try and persuade them to not attack us, but all right.
We'll have that on their turn. 8 is Milo.
I didn't get the roll, but all right.
I said we'll do that on his turn because he's going to talk to you.
Okay.
Milo. All right, Milo died. Methador.
What? Yeah.
I can't hear you. You're cutting out so bad, Brashira.
Check chat.
Check chat. Check. Laugh out loud. All right, I have to check that. So autoplay my combat for me using my sheet. Sorry, I'm not here to see things. As a reaction, I counterspell any other attacks. Whoops, we missed that. Spare the dying if he fails any slaying throws and almost dies. Got it. But he hasn't even made one yet. So what are you doing then, Brashira?
Since my first fireball didn't go off, I'm gonna fireball that lady again.
Whoa!
Silicon has yelled
back to stop attacking. I yelled back to stop attacking.
Why are we stopping attack?
Because you guys are the one that started attacking. Why are you attacking?
We're trying to
All
restrain
right,
her.
well, Milo will assume a defensive posture and do any defensive things if somebody attacks.
Realistically, all we wanted to do was keep Woven down, and he's down.
Yeah, we just wanted to keep Woven down.
And currently he's down, so that's all.
All right. Methador.
No.
Oh, Brashira died.
This is my turn.
Yes.
How far away am I from her?
She is 120 feet.
Just remember what I said. Stop attacking.
Okay.
He's like, okay, I attack her.
Restrict. I was trying to reread my snag strike. Sorry. All right, I'll just run towards. I'll run towards the hill that the guy threw a fireball at.
That is literally towards Amora.
Yeah, sounds good. We're in the same direction.
As you do this, Wilvin, go ahead and make a save.
I'm unconscious. Oh.
Not death save. Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Do you want me to make the other one too?
Other what save?
Because you told me to make a save last time, and I.
No, I said you will be making a save. You have successfully made 1 save throw. You dash 70 feet, so roughly 50 feet away then.
Yep.
All right. With that, it is now Curtis's turn. What do you mean? You're trying to kill her?
I look, friend Woven, it's crazy. All right, there's something wrong with him. There's some sort of evil thing possessing him. We know this is wrong. Okay. And I will be adding my D8 no matter what, unless it's enough for.
Goddamn.
I don't. I don't know if I need to make. I don't know if I need to add the D8. Actually.
All right. Combat is now officially over. If you guys are not attacking anymore.
Yeah.
With that,
My
you see
hands
her
are in
run.
the air.
You see her run over to Curtis, who is still more or less holding some sort of an object in his hand as if he was ready to cast another spell, but ultimately wraps his arms around Amora at this time. Looking back, you guys now seem to be a very dysfunctional family in this sort of sense. Looking over, you do see Wolven is still on the ground, gurgling up blood, and he will make one more save.
Gargling up in the snake. I just want to make that point.
He dropped you off. Yeah. He dropped you off. And you fail.
Bajur
that's only 2 saves.
Bajur says he's going to do Spare the Dying if he fails. Actually, only if he almost dies. So, yes. I don't know. Actually, Spare the Dying only makes him stable.
And with that, you see Milo walk over to Wilvin and sort of slap him across the face, giving him another failed save throw, and then cast Spare the Dying on him. You are now brought back to 1 HP, but you are still unconscious.
So I'm actually just running up towards Curtis and Amora. Still non-threatening, no.
She has brandished a dagger and just shoves it in your face as if get away.
I kind of step back and go, look, I don't know whatever history you had with Wolfen, but fuck it, I might as well just say this now. He said he has a sword of some kind that seems to bring great evil. I don't know if this is the object you're looking for, but I would really like for just to be out of his hands. He has become way too dangerous.
Why is this thing so fucking loud? Hold on. Do it again. There you go, softer. She stares at you for a second, brings the dagger down, and then she begins to gesture with her hands. Curtis, watching in curiosity, sort of making a sword as if she's holding one, and then you see her place it on her knee and just smash it as if trying to break it.
Can I kind of think while I'm pertaining to, like, she wants to destroy it, can I actually, like, insight to see if that's actually what she wants to do?
You may at disadvantage, as she has not said a single word, and it's hard to really tell.
Don't forget that you also heard
26.
I said just 26, Jesus Christ.
26.
I don't like this because you got 27, 28 last time too, so I'm watching you.
Can I just
these are just my really high rolls.
What does the unconscious man want to notate here?
I just want to remind Moomley that he did tell you about the fact that his monastery was protecting the sword, and whoever's talking to her right now, that you did hear Wolven say that whatever that symbol was, that was that attacked my monastery and killed everyone.
I know, but you don't know. This can be entirely different to what this can be, like sort of misunderstanding.
I know that. But who's your ally here?
I am trying to figure out what this woman is trying to mean.
I'm just reminding you that's what.
So,
can I get clarification real quick?
So with your 26, you don't catch any sort of deception from her yet. It's really hard to really discern anything from her, but she watches your eyes as she makes this gesture, as if trying to gain insight from you, and she's doing this as well.
Who has the sword right now?
Woven wood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the problem. The blade
true.
disappears.
To
It's a familiar. It's a crazy magical item. So it's going to disappear, it's going to reappear, it's going to be there, it's going to be there. So you can't, like, grab it and hold it.
I know.
It's going to kill you.
Just to make sure that the girl elf gets it.
That's the only thing I know that needs to happen. However, Wolven, someone I have come to know for a while, he may have kept secrets from me, but I keep secrets from them as well. He said that your order attacked his monastery.
I slaughtered everyone in it.
She shakes her head no and looks confused. And then she points at you and at everybody behind you and sort of gestures with her whole hand, like you. And then she points to herself. And then she points off in the distance and draws a triangle with her hands. And at the tip of the triangle, just next to the tip, she begins to motion with like a pinching thing. And she points right there.
I have no idea what that means. I take out a piece of my paper. I take out my piece of paper and go, can you write this down? I don't know what you mean.
She lets out a sigh. Curtis, looking very curiously, but still in a defensive stance, watching, As she starts to write, you read over her shoulder as she begins writing. You guys are in grave danger. Just come with me with the sword and take it back to my monastery up on the mountains.
I'm looking a little curious. You go. I will talk with the rest of my companions. I don't know how they would react to this. However, today this sword is going. It is to not be in Wolven's hands
She begins
anymore.
writing more. Only they know how to destroy it. I don't.
All right. And I apologize for earlier for trying to grapple you. I just wanted to make sure you're all right.
She just pats herself down and just shrugs as if you didn't hurt her.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
Curtis.
I haven't.
Oh, Curtis. I don't believe we have met. I am Siligon, and I do a bow. I'm with
Diplomatic assassin.
Yep, just
I'm a part of traveling band of misfits. You didn't meet me last night, but I was watching in the shadows.
Yes, she does the same thing. I can relate. Anyways, I'm Curtis, and he gestures his hands forward and gives a little bow. Your friends are very troubled
Yes.
to
Very
attack
usually.
people who have not done anything to them.
I didn't
Whoa.
attack.
Well,
You
I
ain't seen
threatened
nothing
them.
yet.
there's most likely something. They're
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Does it sound in the distance?
yeah.
Yeah.
no, I saw what Alamir put in. I saw what Alamir put in the Discord, and I was like, I'm thinking out here. Let's go. Well, we definitely need to figure out what Woven means when he says you attacked his monastery.
She just raises an eyebrow at this, and Curtis looks over at you. I was not with her group at all. In fact, she has actually sort of left her group in search of whatever it is. Apparently, the sword you speak of. I wish you would have told me that earlier, Amora. She just kind of glances at him and then shrugs her shoulders.
Almost
I-
stable.
I'm gonna ask Amora. Would you mind telling me what your order is? Write it down on a piece of paper if you can.
What were we asking? Sorry.
I was asking her, can you write down on a piece of paper what your order is?
What her order is? Like the name?
Yeah, the name.
She begins to write on this parchment. The Black Fist.
That name doesn't sound sinister at all.
She looks at you with a puzzled eyebrow and begins, "We work in the dark. We're the hand that is unseen, that sort of protect the world."
What do I know of Wilvin's monastery? Anything at all?
I mean, have you talked to him about it?
Most likely not. Huh?
So you know jack shit.
The most you know is that it's the monastery of monks that were peaceful, and then he came back one day and the place was fucking on fire.
Yeah,
It's
if you
happened
protect
in
the
the
world,
world.
then why'd you kill a whole bunch of people?
She,
Yeah, I'm the only.
mind you, you're nowhere near her. You're literally like 70 feet away yelling at her at this point, and she just like raises her free hand up defensively, and she starts to write on the parchment and shows it over to you, the Asimar assassin, and you read it off saying that she has no idea what you're talking about.
I kind of believe her at this point. She doesn't seem to be a menacing individual. From all I can understand is that there might have been some sort of misunderstanding between two monasteries. I don't know. All I know is that Wilvin's monastery was holding this sword when you wanted to destroy it. In my opinion, the sword seems to be very evil. I don't know why anyone would actually want to keep it. So, if you would like to follow me back to the rest of my group, maybe we can discuss with them.
She begins to write on the piece of paper real quick, and you look at it and says, "May I see the sword to make sure it's what I'm after?"
Sure. If it's still there, I don't really know. You see, the sword, he just makes it appear out of his will, so. I don't know if it's still there.
Her eyes sort of dart left and right, looking down as if she's thinking, and she looks back up at you and nods a couple of times.
This time, the snake isn't looking up at them menacingly. I'm looking down at Woven, making sure he doesn't jump up and run at them.
He is unconscious currently.
So yeah, I'm taking Curtis and Amora back with me to the rest of the group. As group is just running up the hill trying to put his stumpy little legs.
As you do this, she follows you. Curtis very close behind. You approach the party, and she gives a low head bow of sincerity, though this party clearly doesn't deserve it, but she's trying to be as polite as she can at this point.
I'm very polite.
And then she looks over at Wilvin, who is unconscious, and begins to approach
Kick him in the side.
You kick him in the side, so he's now going to have to make that saving throw?
I'm kidding. That was me. I was saying that about your character.
She kneels beside Wilvin and looks down at him for a brief moment.
Fair warning, the giant constrictor snake is still right next to him.
She did not know this, as she now raises an eyebrow and looks over at this snake that seems to be coiling right next to Wilvin. She kind of looks fearful and looks to the rest of you for comfort at this point.
I just say, that's Sherman. He likes to change into different animals from time to time.
She looks curiously at you and then makes the food gesture.
I don't know what you mean. Like, can you write it down what you mean?
She just points at the snake and then does the food gesture and then points at herself.
No, he will not try and eat you. That's what
She
you're
just
saying to say.
now she grabs a piece of parchment, and that was Sherman who fed me this morning, correct? Or at least tried.
Yes, that is Sherman, the farm boy that fed you.
She nods, and you can tell she tried to laugh, but nothing really comes out other than what sounds like an exhale. And she looks back down at Wilvin and places one of her hands on his forehead as if checking his temperature.
I'm doing like toothless eyes, like from How to Train Your Dragon, at Wilvin in between the girl, making sure she's not doing anything crazy to him.
Like, sad, toothless eyes, or?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Is the sword visible?
He's currently holding the sword.
Madam, I want to ask that by no means do you touch the sword.
I just look at it.
Wilvin is by nature a good man, but the sword is evil. I believe it corrupts. I would not touch the sword.
Yes. I would not
She
do that.
raises a finger up at you and sort of gestures over her heart with it. As she reaches down and just places her hand on the sword, but more to like rub it, not pick it up. As she caresses the blade itself. And you begin to see the blade itself has that same red shimmer that you remember it, where it almost looks like it has flames, but it's just a different colored metal. And her eyes go wide as she looks at it. And she looks very sternly back at you guys. And then she does the same like gesture of snapping a twig with her hand.
So I want to relay everything I pretty much Amora and I talked about to the rest of the group, so they're kind of informed.
Where is this mountain you would take us to?
She gestures off towards the east, almost directly east.
You have a map, like a legit map.
Sunset Mountains?
Milo opens his map and looks over and says, "Yeah, that sounds like the Sunset Mountains if we're heading straight east."
Oh well,
You see her give a
That sounded like
a
Brian
couple of
Regan.
nods. She looks back down at Woven, and you see that she looks sad at this point.
why do you look sad?
If she looks sad, the snake is going into, like, if it can, best it can, start crying. Because he thinks all hope's lost.
Snake ears.
Looks over at the snake and curls her finger, beckoning you to come here.
By the way, she still had. Oh no, never mind. It stops when I'm unconscious. Shit.
You can't sit. Bad wolf.
Does the snake obey the call?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She just pets your nose very gently.
And Coil's backed up, close to Woven.
Well, I suppose she is now heading to Sunset Mountains, and therefore I will no longer have a traveling partner.
I don't think we agreed to go.
Well, I would very much like to see this sword destroyed and Wolven's soul or whatever be.
We just met these people. How do we know they're going to destroy it and not use it to defeat us?
Listen, I'm a people person. I can tell.
Yeah.
When I can tell when they're telling the truth or not. And even though this woman cannot talk, I feel as though what her means are good. That's what I'm trying to say.
As you say this, you look to each of your party members, but you realize that Amora has not taken her eyes off Wilvin.
Sullivan, do you think it's a good idea if we restrain Wilvin and wake him up to see if we can get the other side of the story?
Maybe.
I hear that.
That demon again.
I'm gonna hear that and go, like, look around with big giant snake head.
Curtis.
Yes.
Is there a way that you can somehow release a person from their? Oh, how do I put this?
Yeah, how to
Release
shroom.
someone's concentration. Releases someone's concentration from. A
You mean
magical
attunement?
object hold. Yeah, that. You think you can?
Well, if it's a curse, you have to have a cleric remove curse. If it's just a basic attunement, then all he would need to do is simply will it to be gone, and the attunement would be over.
I don't think that's the thing, though. I don't think he can will it to be gone.
The greatest struggles we face must be decided upon by the person himself. Wilvin must make the choice to want to be gone with the sword. We'll have to ask him, and then he'll have to make the decision himself.
Normally,
In snake
I would-
form, Sherman, you smell fear like it's just a taste. And as you lap your tongue out in snake form and try to deduce where this is coming from, it's coming from Amora. And as you look at her, her eyes are just wide in terror, looking down at Wilvin.
I'm gonna look towards Moobly and just go, look, Moobly. You may say that it is Wilvin's choice to let go of the sword. However, I don't think that's actually the case. I believe the sword has probably taken over his mind of some sort and made him feel as though he is the only one that can hold the sword. He is the only one that can keep it.
We'll have to ask him when he wakes up.
I'll begin.
That's what I'm saying. His mind is not right. He cannot make his own decisions when it comes to this sword. The sword makes the decision for him.
I'm gonna begin wrapping up Woven. Start constricting him again. Not tightly yet.
So as you go over and sort of go around Wilvin, she doesn't move. And as you sort of brush into her, it's clear she's in a state of shock.
You touched the sword. You may have seen something.
Did she touch the sword at all? I don't know.
I mean, in the weirdest, loudest hiss I can make to grab everyone's attention, I kind of like notion towards her.
I can notice this easily. Go listen.
She may have seen the very dark. She touched the sword.
Listen. We all want the sword destroyed. That is something
She
I can confirm.
finally snaps out of it and shakes her head and looks over at you and nods in agreement.
Then we're gonna have to delay our trip to Baldur's Gate.
Excuse me.
As I said, and suspected, you guys are no longer heading in the same direction as I am.
And I'm pretty sure Amora's not going to come with me. And she looks very sad up at him. It's alright. We'll meet in Baldur's Gate when you're done. And he gives a smile. With that, I am going to continue on my way. But mark my words, if I hear that you have harmed Amora, I will find you and I will kill you.
Curtis, actually, before you go, do you happen to know how to identify magical objects?
There are plenty of places in Baldur's Gate that do that. Unfortunately, I do not have such a spell.
Right. Alright.
Snakes bobs its head after Curtis said that.
I was sent a random picture of a campfire. Nice. Anyways, we will take a 10-minute break.
Sweet.
Cool?
All right.
So be back by 8:15, aka 9:15, aka 11:15, depending on what time zone you're in. But I need some water, and it is fucking hot in my house.
So Wilman's a demon. Wilman's a demon, and we have to kill him.
Wilman in demon form protect you.
Yeah.
Wilman in demon form protected himself.
Yeah, that's... Dude. You're not, not very
Wilman goes quiet.
Well, to be fair, I'm asleep. I can't really say anything.
Yeah,
Well,
well, no,
we're
just talking-
To be fair, we're all talking meta.
Yeah, we're just being player and player right now. Our characters technically aren't talking right now. I'm just sharing my insight.
I mean, we don't know much about Wilvan's story, you know, to know why the two monasteries were fighting it, or why
Yeah,
one
me
was-
neither. Yeah, me neither. Because, like, it could have easily been, like, maybe, like, the person who held the sword before, like, from Woman's Monastery, was like, no, I'm not giving up the sword, and attacked someone, and then they attacked each other, and then the Black Fist just won. And then Woman was just kind of there, like, oh shit, these people just killed my entire monastery, and for what he thinks for no reason.
Right.
Like, that's totally what could have happened. We don't know, like, exactly what happened that night.
Right, yeah. I totally agree, but I also don't know that we should trust Amora. I mean, she's not from my order. I thought at first she was from my order, but that's not where she's from. So
Something else you probably would have noticed is that when I woke up without my sword, I was completely skinny, no muscle whatsoever. And once I got my sword back, I did have my normal tone.
right.
Yeah.
So we basically
something-
need to talk to you when you don't have your sword there.
So pretty much what you're saying is that you need the sword to live. I don't like that at all.
Well, it helped us. Cleared a path, killed people.
That's something. That's what a weapon of great evil usually likes to do. I don't know if it's a good idea.
All right, how you guys liking it so far?
We're discussing.
I love the story so far. It feels like a story.
We're discussing what would have happened that night on Wolven's when Wolven's monastery would attack.
This would have went in so many different directions, except somebody wanted to talk to her. Had you been like, she's part of an order. Nah, she's hunting. Probably me, so we shouldn't do that. Okay, well, we won't talk to her. And then you're just like, all right, next day you're in Baldur's Gate. No.
Listen here, man.
Well,
Listen here.
you know-
That sword is pretty fucking evil, and I would like to destroy that before I go to Baldur's Gate just to do some shopping.
Baldur's
Seriously.
Gate shopping.
Like,
Should have sold it in Baldur's Gate.
The only reason why I wanted to go to Baldur's Gate was pretty much to get that orb I have identified. That's it.
Ah, yes, the Necromancer orb.
Yeah, don't forget about that.
Oh,
well, hey,
won't.
I'm not attuning to that until I know exactly what it is.
Maybe it doesn't require attunement.
Just give it to Wilvin and let him attune to it.
Yeah, he
We
seems
don't
to
need
be
him
the
have-
expert.
We don't need him to have like 3 or 2 fucking.
Oh, I didn't know Hope
Copy
came
to
in.
his
That's
brain.
why my sound's not working. Hi,
Next
Hope.
time on the Wayward Brothers, Wilden becomes the next boss.
Wilbur becomes the enemy of the group.
Hello. So, quick questions before we start here in the next few minutes. What do you guys think about Amora?
I think she's a trustworthy person. Maybe she just doesn't know everything. Like, maybe it's totally plausible that the Black Fist actually did attack Wolven's monastery just for no fucking reason. But however, I probably believe that Amora wasn't a part of that or had no idea about it.
I think she's kind of innocent to some of the evil
I
of her
already showed
order.
everyone the picture. I brought it up.
I think her as a person she's very trustworthy, but her order, that's still up in the air.
Yeah, I know. I think she seems to be pretty trustworthy, but taking it to like the head, like, why would we just walk right into like what could be a giant trap?
Yeah, and these
for
are the
them to
people...
take an all-powerful sword from Wilven and then just wreck the world.
Yeah, that's my problem.
I don't know. I find them more trustworthy. I mean, if there's another way we can destroy it without the Black Hand's involvement, totally down for that. Totally down for that.
What if Baldur's Gate has a cleric we could visit?
Hold on, here's something else I would like to clarify. Wilven's monastery actually did want to just keep the sword and harbor it.
But they said Wilven said they were protecting the sword, but could they have been protecting the world from the use of the sword?
That's totally true, but if they had the power to destroy it, they could have.
Well, what if they didn't have the power to destroy it? I don't know.
Well, if
there wasn't a known power to destroy it.
Who knows? All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna fucking blow my nose.
Yeah, I'll be right back as well.
I need to find intermission music where it's like do 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 do.
Oh, I got something for that.
Nope. Get the fuck out of here. You actually have a soundboard.
No.
No, you played it. No, get out of here. I'm revoking your fucking permissions.
What about this one? You also got, yeah. I just added a few. If you want other stuff, I got stuff like, for example...
Are these all custom ones you added? Because I couldn't find any of the ones I wanted to add.
You go to Fanburst, and you just type anything in. So, for example...
Nah, get out of here. I'll do my own. A more leash shot. Thanks, Hope.
And then you got that one. It's the ocean.
3 more minutes. Unless we want to start now.
I'm back.
Alright, let's do a roll call. Wilven.
Silicon.
Hey.
Moomley. Soundbot. Hope. Robin.
Roar,
Sherman.
XD.
I'm back.
Yeah, I think
My question for you guys is, how would you feel with 7 players? Oh, here's Brashear. He's going to ruin the sound here. It's going to be, Vegeta, what did the scouter say about his power level?
Honestly, how many players do we have now? We have 6.
Wait, so who else would join in?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
I could offer a few people.
You back the fuck up.
I'm just saying. If you
Step
need more
off.
people, I'm just saying.
I mean, with 6, it's a little hard to like kind of say what you want to do because a lot of people accidentally interrupt each other. But if the group wants another player, I'll be down for it.
So dumb, that sound effect. Sorry, I had to. Anyways.
Did you hear anything I said?
You said 7 might be too much. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. But if everyone else wants to, I mean...
I've done 10, though.
Holy cow.
Oh, God. I can barely do 5.
Throwback.
You just kill everyone.
Oh, no.
It just turns into a PvP fest, like it is right now. Let's kill Wilven!
Not killing Wilven.
Wilven literally turned into a demon.
It is water deep, Hope, but thanks.
It's deep water.
It's water deep, but thanks.
It's
Nah,
deep
man,
water.
it's actually Deepwater. I would know because that's my hometown. You know, represent.
No, I had a campaign literally in Waterdeep where it was 10 players, and it was pretty
Yeah.
fun for the most part until it just crashed and burned twice.
Yeah.
Twice?
Yeah, the first time was one of the players who was always there every time I had a session, whatnot, decided to ruin the entire story and whatnot by taking the main plot point character out of town.
Is that the guy?
Like he didn't want to play his character anymore, so he took the main plot person and left with them.
Oh, was that
Aura
yeah.
and Dark Eyes, yeah. So that's the first time when I ended it, and then a couple months later I redid it. I was like, a year later, you guys are well established in Waterdeep and whatever, and then they were trying to save the world, much or less, from evil dragons, and that ended too. So it was great.
Huh.
The Interloper was my favorite character, isn't that right, Hope?
Yeah.
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 5-second delay. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
All right. It is now 8:15. Therefore, roll call. Wilvin. Silicon.
8.
Mooms.
He's not here yet.
Mooms. Moomley.
I'll go get him.
Moo. Cousin Sherman.
Cousin Sherman is now going to get Moomley.
Soundbot. Darth Batman, are you here?
Nah, man, he's not here. Actually.
Alamir.
Here!
Hey.
I kill myself, but
So, you explained to Curtis that you guys wanted to go to Waterdeep, or Baldur's Gate, but now are contemplating going in a different direction. Amora is clearly encouraging you. Amora is clearly encouraging you guys to come with her. What do you do?
Is Wilvin awake yet?
Wilvin has begun to stir.
guys, I believe we should go to this monastery. It's best. If it turns out to be a trap, I think we can easily get out of it.
I mean, they did slaughter all of William's monastery by themselves. We're going to their headquarters. I doubt.
Amora instantly shakes her head no again, and just does the shush action.
I think we should go to the monastery.
I think we should head that way and we can discuss it further.
I bob my head up and down.
I'm guessing Sherman's agreeing.
We will go, but if you double cross us, there is no end to what we might do.
That's...
Moonley, as you say this, she looks sternly at you for a very long pause, and you see her brandish both her daggers.
I'll make
Toss
a
them-
intimidation check, boy.
She tosses them in the air, grabs the tip of each blade as they come down, and holds them out to you.
I'll show what you're trying to do here. With the company you're part of has had bad intentions in the past with Wilvin. We will do whatever necessary to defend our own.
As you say this and don't take the daggers from her, she puts them back and gives a nod.
Like, you can disarm me.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's not her, it's the clan we have to worry about, not her.
I will drop my giant snake form.
Poof! There is now a Sherman where a snake once was. And Wilvin is now in your arms because the last thing you said you were doing was slowly coiling around him. And he is waking up.
I am large-eyed, terrified as I'm sitting there kind of muttering to myself.
Does he have a sword on him?
Currently in his hand.
I will take the sword away from his hands.
As you do, it doesn't seem to leave his palm. Even as you uncurl his fingers, it is stuck there.
I take out my blade and just, like, cut under it. I'm just kidding, God.
What the fuck? Clearly I know who's the big brother here.
I'm only 19 years old, dude. Like, my character's only 19 years old. Like, seriously, I'm not the big brother. I'm just the good guy.
And with that, Wilvin, you are now fully awake.
Do I have all my spells back? That counts as a short rest, right?
Unfortunately,
I'm
it
just
doesn't,
asking.
because being unconscious and enduring a short rest are two different things.
Do I know what happened?
You know that a snake constricted around you and you passed out.
Sherman, make sure he's held down. I don't know how he'll
I get out
react.
of Sherman's arms and stand up as I sheath my sword.
And put him down.
I'm just pulling my dagger right now. I'm back.
As you look around, Amora has clearly put at least 50 feet distance away from this individual who has woken up.
That's good. I use Shadowhound on her, which does not require a sign, voice, or material. And it has 60 foot range.
I'm gonna stay
And what's
there.
it do?
Here you go.
Bloop.
It does more than that, but that's pretty much the gist of it.
I'm gonna stay near Namora. Anyways, I was gonna pretty much be near her.
It doesn't say how long it lasts.
It doesn't end. The only way it ends is if you're incapacitated, if dispelled magic, remove curse, or similar magic is used on the target, or if they are on a different plane of existence.
I'm pretty sure if they break the 60 feet, it goes away.
It does not say anything about range. It says
All
it
right,
also
we're gonna have to adjust that sooner or later. But anyways, moving on. She definitely
allows me to hunt
looks
people.
dreadful in this case. She looks at you,
I just
and you
glare
see her
at
raise her hand to her cloth face and rub over where you assume the scar is at this point.
After I saw her face, would I be able to notice her then?
Notice her what?
Like, does the scar trigger anything in my head or no?
No.
So who is she?
I'm staying near her, you know, just gonna stay by her side and just going.
She looks very pale suddenly.
As I keep glaring at her.
I can't find the spell.
This is
Shadow.
Amora.
It's a special one.
From
Check like Unearth Arcana or something.
I'm
Fist.
literally searching Shadow Hound spell DnD.
I believe we've had dealings with them in the past. However, I think when she says she has no idea about her order attacking the monastery, I believe her.
I look at you. I believe she has no idea, but that does not change the fact that she's part of the order. And now I want information about that order.
Well then, I have a question for you, actually.
What?
Why would your monastery of peaceful intentions, as you say, would keep such a dangerous and evil sword below its depths and harbor it away from anyone else?
Brothers question you.
Would I know anything about that, Darth?
You know that they protected the sword. You don't know why, per se.
My order was entrusted to protect the sword. That's all I know.
Why
I've been in a
were
secret
they trying to
chamber.
protect it, though? Why were they trying to protect it? Why
I
not
was still
destroy it?
young when my entire monastery was slaughtered.
How do you know that the Black Fist was the one that escaped?
Amora, I take it I am not going to be able to persuade you to come with me? And she looks over at Curtis and shakes her head no as she gestures towards Wilvin. I see. I'll see you in Waterdeep then. And with that, Curtis turns, gesturing a goodbye to everybody, and begins to walk away.
Goodbye, Curtis. Don't die.
I won't.
I look over at Wilvin and go, I'm sorry, Wilvin. I think I killed you accidentally. I'm sorry. I'm looking terrified right now as I'm looking down at the ground, constantly shaking.
I'm actually just still waiting for an answer from Wolfen.
What was your question?
Pretty much why, like, how do you know, like, if the Black Fist was the one that instigated the attack when it totally could have actually been your monastery?
My monastery was doing what they always do, doing their normal teachings, and I was going to go fetch a cup of water, like I always did. And when I returned, they were not attacking a different monastery. People were raiding my monastery. They burned it to the ground. I'm pretty sure they didn't initiate any type of attack.
I can't remember. When I touched Wolven's sword, I heard whispers, right?
You did. Indistinguishable whispers, but whispers.
Listen, I know that sword is just evil in nature, and it may say some things to you.
Does he know if it's evil? Wait. Does he actually know that if it's evil in nature?
He's probably. You don't know.
I'm assuming. Because
I'm making an
turned into.
You can't make an insight, but it's his opinion, is what it is.
Yeah, it's my opinion. I actually don't know this for sure. It's my opinion in general.
Well,
I saw you turn into a demon. I saw you literally just rise up and try to kill him.
They're going to betray you soon. Woven looks sort of like you just start staring off in the distance every once in a while as you're talking to him, but he looks back at you.
Listen, I don't know if that sword is saying some things in your head right now, or saying how we or someone like that, or I don't know what it is, but it's very plausible that the person, whoever was attuned to this sword in your monastery, was the one who instigated the attack. Because if you think about it, that sword wants to keep its wielder alive, no matter how. And it also wants to keep itself alive. Seeing someone from the Black Fist may have frightened him and lashed out. We don't know, but it's entirely possible.
That was completely me. The sword didn't even want me to attack him. Or.
Wait, what? So the sword can't harm you?
I already told you it was like a familiar.
What is it saying now?
Tell them that he needs a new haircut.
I chuckle. He says you need a new haircut.
Look at him a little weirdly go.
I'm gonna approach Amora and go like, I'm terribly sorry for anything I might have done.
She looks at you for a second and sort of, you can tell she's smiling under her piece of cloth that's covering her mouth, and she tassels your hair for a little bit.
Still feeling dread. Just
she's still pale, yeah, but she's trying to be polite.
Okay. That's for you to be on. Unlike the rest of everyone else, they're at least treating me like a brother still.
I'm sorry.
Are you talking to your sword?
No, I'm telling that to Silicon.
I'm sorry, I'm wary of someone who turned into a demon and slaughtered.
And what happened when that happened?
You were protecting yourself, not us.
I was protecting everyone.
You frightened everyone. We had no idea what was happening. You could have put our lives at risk.
You use me to carve the land, you use me to defend your brothers, and still they don't trust you. Well, when are you going to learn that they're never going to trust you?
You want to try and charm them again? Charm Silicon and Woven again?
I share
like,
my power with you.
Big hug.
Willingly.
Let's
for
go.
whatever reason you need it. The only thing I ask is that you protect me from whoever wishes to destroy me.
Clearly, if you don't trust me, you guys, I might as well just leave.
No one wants to leave.
You see Amora's just turn towards you and shake her head no, and she actually starts rushing towards you.
Well, she's not leaving.
And as she gets up to you, Wilvin, she grabs your wrist.
By the way, my arms are folded.
She still grabs your wrist. One arm has to be sticking out when you cross arms.
True. No, I'm just saying, my arms are crossed the whole time even when she dashed at me. Because I know the distance of where she is at all times. I just stare at her.
Ooh, you can't get it.
She stares right back at you.
I will continue my monastery's tradition of protecting the sword.
I don't think it's a good idea to protect the sword. That sword, it has to be evil in some sort of way.
Has to be?
You turned into a fucking demon. That is nothing that I've ever seen that is actually good.
Didn't turn into a demon. These fools don't even understand how magic works. Listen to them squabble.
When I was described his how he looked, it was a demon. So
No, it was a black silhouette that was on fire.
Now listen here, Silicon, Wilvin, we need to start moving. We got day that's burning away. We need to find a good camp spot. We need food. These are essential things we need done. Talking, squabbling, all this dumb stuff. Cut it. We need to get moving. I'm still wide-eyed and terrified right now.
She nods towards you and lets go of Woven's wrist.
Fine. As I start heading towards Boulder Gate. That's where we're going, right?
Woven?
You start kicking up, because it's just going to be Silgon taking this all the way.
Pretend to sort of walk towards Baldur's Gate.
It's going to be Silgon taking this all the way.
And you stop to address
unless
Silgon. You feel her just bump into you as if she was trying to stop you, and you did stop on your own.
What would you do if we said that you want whatever is trying to possess you to be gone?
Not possessing me.
Folks, is there a cleric on the gate? Anybody know about that?
Woven, may I see your sword?
From everything you've said so far? No.
Listen here, Silgon. Here's what's gonna happen. You two are gonna shut up. Got it? We're gonna move to Boulder's Gate, because I heard of a cleric within the city that might help Wilvin here gain some insight on his special little blade buddy here. And then once we figure
stomping, and it interrupts your conversation as you see Omora stomping angrily and just gesturing towards you and then gesturing to the east.
Oh, buzz off for a second. We're trying to think of you. Alright. If we go to Baldur's Gate, there might be a cleric who could identify us. I am not going east and getting killed by a company of murderous people who destroy monasteries. Whether or not it's a good or bad monastery. Now, on Baldur's Gate, there's a chance to find a cleric who could identify what exactly is going on with this weapon. And from there, we can make decisions.
Thank you, Moonlight. Someone speaking with logic. As I just stand next to Moonlight.
She walks over to Sherman and gestures for a piece of parchment.
I have the parchment.
She then walks over to you when you say this and gestures for parchment.
I give her I give her all the stuff I need.
She begins writing, and as you look over her shoulder to see what she is writing, she writes, "No harm will come to you if you go with me. These people, they only wish to seek balance in the world. And this blade, it needs to be destroyed. It's what's causing the unbalance in this world."
And balance includes killing my entire monastery.
Hey, you weren't there to see her write it. You don't know what she's saying. Can I, inside her and, again?
I'm assuming she's showing that to me, too.
You don't have to roll insight. It's pretty obvious what she's feeling at this point, as she writes with a furious sort of squiggle and whatnot. You know that she's putting a lot of emotion into what she's writing, and it is clear that she is angry that you guys are not siding with her and wanting to go east.
Well then, look, I know you and I are having sort of disagreement right now.
we all have to say it.
You can make a choice. You gotta make a choice.
Yeah, you have to. I'm about ready to do it.
Where do you want
I
to
feel
go?
as though the sword is just
East.
unholy in nature.
East?
Because that's
It
where
is
the
something
DM
that should
keeps
not be
pushing
of
us.
this world.
I'll walk over to Wilvin. You understand our uneasiness, right? We have no idea what this was. Would you mind if we had a cleric check it out at Wilvin's Gate?
Wrong way.
That's fine, but I'm not going anywhere near her order. So I point to her.
She just points towards you and then starts writing on the piece of paper and shows it to whoever's nearby. Just like, I'm not letting that sword out of my sight now that I found it. I'm coming with you guys to Baldur's Gate. Fuck it.
Okay.
Tag along if you want. You cause trouble.
So I think we're on here. We're going to Baldur's Gate to find a cleric.
Alright, I guess we might as well do this. I actually then just start running up and yelling, Curtis! Curtis!
He is nowhere in sight as he left literally an hour ago.
Oh shit, we've been arguing for an hour?
Yes,
for
an
hour.
Damn.
I'll go up to Amora and kind of nudge her and go like, I really do want to go east, but these guys, that blade's not moving. Wilvin's a little unstable. Just let this play out. We'll turn and go east soon.
She looks confused at you for a second and looks for the parchment again, going over to Silicon. She comes back to you and specifically is only writing this for you. I'll send it in a private message.
Boop. This?
As she's writing whatever, I just say, as of right now, Silicon, I only trust my other brothers right now, because at least they're siding with me slightly.
I'm sorry I don't trust someone that turned into some sort of unholy being. And yes, you did save us, which I'm thankful for, but it just looked way too menacing.
Clearly the time we've spent with each other, the old man, meant nothing to you.
Wilvin. Hold on a second, alright? Silicon only has your best in mind. As far as he's concerned, he cares for you the same as we all do. We just need to figure out the bottom of what the sword is and what effect it's having on you. Once we know more, we can go from there.
Besides, Wolven, when that sword left your attunement or whatever, left your hands, you looked weak. You looked starving. I don't know if that is a product of the sword, or it's because you've been attuned to it so long that you actually need it to survive. There's something that needs to be changed.
I told you they'd do this, Wilbur. But they'd squander, come up with any excuse.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I could hear whispers.
You ignored me.
Awesome, there's a spell I could hear whispers. I'd go like...
I don't control you, Wilbur. You control me.
Exactly what a possessed sword would say to you.
You didn't hear that.
I know. I'm saying it in the boardroom.
Either way, we're burning daylight.
Ah, man.
Yeah, I guess we'll move to Baldur's Gates.
No cleric will be able to tell you what I am. Only your elders could do that. Fortunately, they're all dead.
Fortunately?
I said unfortunately.
Honestly, if you unfortunately, really.
So we probably have to move down the tradeway. I'm guessing unless we want to beeline it through the fields of the dead.
We could easily survive the fields of the dead, Wolven, but I fear that if you use me any more than you already have, I'll distrust you.
I think to myself, also you don't like the taste of dead, so, you know.
As long as you don't keep me stuck in one.
Sorry. Jeez.
Who are you talking to, Wilden?
I said that's in my mind.
It's mental.
Besides, I'm walking right now as I say this to myself in my
Like,
head.
Alright, I'm gonna stay near.
I'm staying in the back.
I'm staying close to.
You'd be competing with Amora at this point for the back spot.
Just feels like.
By the way, has it been long enough for a short rest?
During all this talking, yes.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Let's double check.
I'm actually gonna start making hand gestures and stuff like that, and trying to say in Thieves' Cant pretty much, "Do you understand me?" to Amora. See if she actually picks up what I'm saying.
As you do a few gestures that sign pretty much Thieves' Cant, sort of what people would use behind guards' back to really tell them more details and whatnot. She looks at you and she nods a few times.
And then I make hand gestures, so that means yes.
Well, Thieves' Cant could also be like random saying like, "Oh, my shoelace is untied."
Yeah,
but that
like,
really means I'm
yeah,
gonna pickpocket this asshole.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
No, but it can be it like. I'm
No,
just
there's
doing
hand gestures too. So you're
Yeah,
gesturing and Thieves' Cant. Got it.
Probably do that.
Is she not up and down or left and right?
Up and down. It's a nod versus a shake.
I got good.
The nod has balls to a shake.
And why the fuck did my music end? It was repeating forever and a half until just now. Anyways. And with that,
That's impossible.
which way do you head? The fields or the tradeway?
Trio.
Who has the map?
I have the map. It's the field. If we were going to Boulder's Gate when you go to
If I've
the
seen
field.
the map, I'd pretty much memorized it as a ranger.
I take a look at the map.
We could go to Trio and like go on the river, kind of like doing 90 degrees towards that way, or we could just go to the field with the dead. You know, just kill some zombies, get some of that juicy XP.
Mm-hmm.
I like
As
this.
long as there's no raids running around.
I doubt there's gonna be a race like it's all work.
This is where I turn to Milo and go, anything happening?
And what do you mean anything happening?
How the field's looking? Crazy, mad,
The
stupid?
Fields of the Dead was a great battle, and a lot have died here, and that is why they call it the Fields of the Dead. It holds no necromancy power, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, well that just settles it.
Alright, let's walk through the field.
Let's walk to the field of the dead. If zombies attack us, we can just kill them.
I didn't think you heard him.
Well, if you're insisting that there's zombies, I suggest the tradeway, and then we just go down the river to Baldur's Gate. That sounds like more reasonable then. Wouldn't you guys agree? Ha ha ha!
Well, I would probably agree for that. The sheer fact of somebody burnt me.
Would do you some good to kill some zombies, though.
Listen, you were not yourself. You were being possessed.
I was not possessed.
I did what I felt was right to protect you.
She slaughtered my family.
I keep saying she has no idea about that, and I'm good at reading people.
She takes the piece of parchment again and begins to write towards you, Silicon, and she just says, I have no fucking idea what he's talking about.
Something we need to clear up.
Alrighty, folk.
I gesture to her in like Thieves' Cant, and something we need to clear up.
Alrighty, folk. I turn into a giant elk, and I motion for Moomley, Milo, and anyone else to get on, as I'm ready to like start galloping towards
Get on.
boulders.
Actually, I'm gonna go into my pocket. I'm gonna go to my pocket,
You're gonna go to your pocket.
and I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna see what Cash is doing.
As you look at Cashew, he is currently was enjoying a nice nap in his nest, and as soon as you opened the pouch to where he resides, you see him slowly open his eyes, and his little mouse face looks up at you.
I kind of gesture him to get on my shoulder.
He gives a very big yawn that a mouse could give,
gosh.
and he just begins to climb up on your shirt.
And then I gesture towards Amora, and I go, "This is your real test. See if my mouse likes you, then you are definitely trustworthy. Go on, head on."
She raises an eyebrow and just doesn't do what you say at this point.
Just saying. Not so trust.
Oh man, she ain't petting my mouse, man. Oh man, I can't trust her anymore. Nope, sorry. Just kidding.
Also, you didn't feed him today. I say.
Shut up! Oh
in
my
an angry
god.
tone.
I don't need to like take 10 minutes out of every session to say, "Hey, I feed my mouse."
And just so you know, it's actually a every 5-minute reminder to tell me that you fed your mouse. Hey, just remind you, DM, I fed him earlier today. All right, great. 5 minutes later. Hey, DM, just want to let you know.
I'm actually gonna gesture Kashi to get on my hand, and I just like put him. I kind of put him towards Amora, and just go gesture with my other hand, just pet him, and I want to see how he reacts to you.
She does thieves' cant gestures at you. You gather that pretty much what she's signing is rats are ugly.
I gasp.
Can we kill her and leave?
Kashi's a little.
I still want to play Buck right now.
Kashi's a little.
You should have been bleeping Buck, man.
She
Come
sighs
on.
for a second, realizing that she didn't sign the right thing she was trying to say. She begins writing down on a piece of paper and shows it to you, and she says, I just don't like mice. Sorry.
I don't trust her anymore. I go
So we
to
just kill her and leave?
Yes. Let's go. No, it's good.
Her eyes go wide as you mention this.
I'm not saying that out loud.
We're not saying this is out of character. Okay. Okay.
She doesn't understand what out of character means, and she begins to run from the party. Run as far as you can.
Oh,
She
good.
stole the sword. No.
Oh,
5
man.
minutes later, it's back in my hand. Oh, thanks.
Or is it?
I just look a little disappointed for what she said, and then I just put Kashi away.
So, again, Fields of Dead, sorry, or
Yeah.
Drown the Trail and then the river, which is the longest way.
Field of the Dead is the shortest possible route
Yeah.
because it's kind of
Shortest route.
think of it as like taking a 90-degree angle or just going straight.
I'm bleeding and burnt. You really want to take me to a fucking Field of the Dead?
Sounds like you
You're
Cure wounds.
fine. Hold on.
Alright, go ahead and
You
roll
need to roll your hit die.
you can roll.
Yeah, short rest, you can roll hit die.
Yeah, let's just take a long rest and reset everything.
No. Let's just. We haven't. We literally just woke up from a long rest.
It's like the
Let's
middle of the
just-
day.
Yeah. Let's just go. Let's just take a little. We already had a short rest. Wolven didn't really roll any hit dice. He could do that now, I guess. If that's being roll. Ow. I feel as though the more we wait, the worse it's gonna become.
Probably. Alright,
Alright, so let's do.
Oh,
I'm
Amora
looking at
looks
you.
very confused at your last statement.
I'm just gonna gesture to where I'm like, the unrest that is happening with the party.
So short rest, everybody?
She takes the same note that she wrote for Sherman and then shows it to you, Silicon. As I pull it up and copy paste.
I have 18 hit points. We just slept. When?
Short rest. Yeah, short rest. So go ahead and roll hit dice.
How
Yep.
many do I roll?
You roll up to 6 hit dice.
Also for the short rest, I did song of rest.
Song of Rest, so that's extra dice. Extra
How do you roll
HP.
hit
The idea is every time you roll a hit
dice?
dice,
What are my hit dice?
d10s.
Okay, and then how many do I roll?
You roll 1d10
Mhm.
at first, then add
I'm
your
just gonna
Constitution
gesture- I'm
modifier
just gonna
to it.
gesture towards
And
her,
if it
like,
goes, if you
in a-
still
in
want
a
more
breeze
HP
way.
added, you roll
Like,
another and another
not
until you
nodding
hit
my head or
6.
shaking
That's
it
the
or
most you can
anything,
use.
just-
It's your level amount.
If thieves can't, saying
Can I roll in
I
here?
concur.
Yeah.
She gestures back sooner than later.
Should we rest?
We just did. So we
Long
move.
rest?
No, we go move as far as we can. Long rest. Something bad happens. That's what we want to do. Because otherwise, it's long rest. Then
And then
something
she
bad
begins
happens.
to write on a
there.
parchment a little bit more, and then writes
So we just
this.
short rested.
Yes.
Just for you.
Should we
Okay.
keep moving or should
Yes.
we long rest?
Keep moving.
Okay.
Alright, as the giant elk, I'm going to start just trotting forward towards, right over the fields of the dead, right towards Boulder's Gate, with Moomley on top, Milo on top, and someone else.
Wolven.
Your hand is grabbed before you can make it onto that elk by
Let go.
Amora. She shakes her head and she just points to her side.
You draw yours, I'll draw mine.
No, like the ground. She's pointing at the
Oh.
ground.
Oh.
Well then, how about we do this? More back up with me. And I'm just gonna like back up like 20 feet away. Well then drop your sword. Just do it.
No.
Why don't you want it?
Because she wants to destroy something that I was meant to protect.
You need to make
I'm
them move
then
from
just
point A
also-
to point B.
I'm gonna
She
grapple Amora.
she
I'm
is
a
just
giant.
gesturing with like
Okay.
both open palms towards him as if like see.
Because here's the problem. Sylvan is doing the same
I'm,
stupid thing over
grappling
and over
Amora
again.
and
He's
just
trying to
holding
make
her
him
tight
drop the blade,
so she
do stuff
can't
with the blade,
actually
just say,
escape
let's
my
go to
grasp.
Boulder's Gate.
She just
Let's-
sighs
I
and just
help.
goes very loose in your grasp, understanding what you're doing at this point.
And
Alright, guys. Moonlight casts a level 2 charm person on Silicon and Amora.
All right, what is the save?
14.
I kind of want to fail automatically, but you know I gotta roll.
what's the save? Kind of.
14 wisdom.
She does not save.
Nor do I.
Hi guys. Would you like to follow us here? We're gonna go walk on the fields. Come along.
I just clicked
She
on
nods.
I bend my back down again to Wilvin to let him back on.
Thank you, Shannon.
And you are still grabbed, regardless if she is charmed. She still grabs you. She only sees one person as an ally, mind you. That's how the spell works.
Amora. Excuse me.
She looks over at you.
We gotta walk to the west. Come on.
You're talking to
He
her like she's a
points
fucking
at
dog.
Wilvin. He points at Wilvin and gestures the sign 2.
Yeah.
We're
Well,
all-
But ultimately lets him go.
Wanna come with us?
She's nodding. She lets go and follows you.
I get on top of the elk. Sugan. Motherfucker!
She grabs you again now. Just keeps grabbing.
Very gravity lady.
alright.
And
With that,
I'm starting to walk.
yep, with that, I'm gonna start trotting. Just
I'm
like
gonna take the back. I'll still take the front. But no, not listening.
Charm is 2 hours, correct?
I'll follow you guys. I'll follow you guys, and I'll actually take the front because that's what you want.
it's up to Moomley.
As I get near Moonley and when I'm on the elk, I say, thank you, Moonley.
Oh, I'm so sorry. This will sort itself out. We'll just have to get there, figure out what to do next, and eventually figure out how to get a good sword.
Rid of?
Wrong choice of words.
You.
This is going nowhere.
This literally is, guys. Fuck.
So, as you begin to press through the fields of the dead, roughly after 2 hours, you now have a hostile person in your group. As the spell fizzles on Amora, she knows exactly what just happened,
Is that true?
and she stares
Yep.
directly at you with burning eyes. Moonley.
I just put my
I know you know exactly. I just charmed you. We got to get moving. We're all gonna get really messed up out here. And the condition that Wilvin has might get worse.
It's not a condition. Moonley, you're starting to get into the group of
She's
them.
starting to rub her forehead for a few seconds, still following you as you're all still walking, but she's trying to make gestures that you just can't seem to understand, and she's just praying that you do at this point.
You have paper.
He is on top of an elk right now, so I don't know.
I said she has paper.
Nothing?
She sighs. Continues following. Roughly, you go about 2 days of travel, knowing that Baldur's Gate is definitely a 4 days trip through this fields, especially
Guys,
since you're beelining straight line.
2 days!
However, on the
2
second,
days.
or excuse me, on the 3rd day, morning comes.
Oh, sweet. I have full HP then.
Yes.
Yeah, we definitely had a full rest.
-2 rations / berries will probably be consumed in this fashion. But as you cross the midpoint of the fields, you now see why it's called the Fields of the Dead. It looks like
a battle long lost and long fought was here. A lot of horse wagons and whatnot sprawled everywhere in disarray, decaying. You feel like if you were to put any sort of weight on just the wood here alone, it would crumple to dust. And as you continue walking, you don't see bone per se, but you do see the remnants of armor and whatnot that whoever died in this field has left behind as their bones withered into nothingness. And you do hear the occasional condor or the vulture, if you will, sort of hovering around.
What did they say?
Did you cast a spell?
It goes on constantly.
That is a fucking broken sword.
No, that's not the sword.
They're just hungry and they're like waiting. So it's
Oh,
literally
no!
them talking to each
Why?
other themselves. Just die! Die! I'm hungry.
It's an incantation, by the way, not a spell or my sword.
Hold on, I have a question. Is it speak with animals or is it beast speech?
Speech.
Is that like a totally different spell?
It's not a spell, it's a...
As an elk, I look up in the sky at the birds and think to myself, that seems really familiar for some reason.
It's been 2 days. Are you still an elk?
I assume he's just switching back each time, each morning.
Nah, actually no, after the first day, I'd just be regular old Sherman.
Well, they are circling around your group. Not like on the ground, I mean in the sky. Just doing little circles.
I think they're following us.
Vultures tend to follow dead things.
That's true. Which means one of us is dead. I'm gonna look over at my Milo.
Or possibly...
Don't look at me, it's not me.
Oh, shut up, Mila.
I'm
It's
just
possible
kidding
that
with
they
you.
are dead in the field.
That's true as well. I agree.
By the way, she still feels dread.
A very vague dread. But yes. And with that, you continue on, marching through this forgotten battlefield, if you will. You don't come across anyone. It's almost as if people sort of stay away from here in a sign of...
Oh no.
Like,
No.
that's so weird. Anyways, you eventually enter Baldur's Gate. A very long bridge gateway leading into the city. You see it from a distance and think to yourselves, oh, thank God, civilization. Amora feels the same way in this sense, as she sees it too, with your guys' constant bickering seeming to cause even more dread than what that little shadowhound could ever do. And with that, we will end the session here as you all enter Baldur's Gate.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you, what?
We ended the session.
Oh, you wanted to keep going? Alright.
No,
Alright.
I just grabbed the session.
Why did it need to end now? I normally have it go to bed.
Go to bed.
Oh, you're welcome, Mr. NASA.
Yeah.
That's your nickname now.
I don't mind it. It's
Better than some other ones I've been given.
Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the session, even though it was more of a party conflict sort of intermingling for the most part. That was the whole goal. Just to sort of question your motives together.
Now I have to figure out
how to work D20.
Roll 20.
Roll 20.
You just uninstall it.
Yeah, Darth. I totally
Yes.
forgot to remind you. Remember how we were actually supposed to be looting for gold after the castle incident? How much did we actually get?
After the castle incident, what?
You know, the castle with
keep.
necromancer? Yeah, the keep.
You found roughly, and mind you, not gold pieces, but you found like dented in golden goblets and whatnot and sort of decorative sort of things. So I would say roughly you think you could probably sell all this for 500 gold pieces,
Oh, that's good.
which is a very good find.
Okay, I totally forgot about that.
But you have to do it
Sweet.
in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Alright,
So
Danny.
how do I save all this character sheet stuff?
It automatically saves.
Yeah, it auto saves.
Okay,
So
so
I can close it.
and
But as I said, all you have to do in order to beat Roll20 is uninstall it.
You can't uninstall, you just hit the X button.
And delete your account.
Yeah.
Tabletop simulator.
right?
I don't mind. I don't mind roll 20. I just.
Well,
Alright, guys.
dude,
Alright, guys.
I would have definitely liked to play tabletop together, but you never had a server like any other time.
And it's hard to have 7 people.
Because I like narrating. It's just fun for me.
No,
Yeah, but we have to. Yeah, but we have to have some place to roll die and stuff like that. Like,
Alright, I'll open it next time.
well, we're already in roll 20.
No,
Nah, we
not
gotta
roll
try it.
20.
Alright, guys, I'm out. I'll see you later.
Alright, have a good night, everyone. Kissy face,
Yay.
winky face. Also, Wilvin, can you be the first to leave so that everybody can hear your soundbite?
I'm not leaving yet, though.
Join a different. No, yeah, you have to leave.
Oh man.
Alright, well.
Like me. Like me. Alright, good night.
Alright, yeah, alright guys.
Alright.